World-Defying Dan God Chapter 4221, Hidden Crisis. Sister Shui, protect young Master Shen. Zudian Temple and Wushan Temple have two peaks of the Saint King realm. If they fight, the movement is still very big and it will hurt him. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord said anxiously. Long Shui said. Long Shui didn't say much, grabbed Chen Shang and flew high. When she flew up, there were also two groups of very huge energy in the distance, rushing into the air, chasing Long Shui and the others. After Long Shui found out, she immediately roared at the bottom, only to hear two overlapping dragon howl sound waves, which impacted downward like thunder and dispersed the two groups of energy. Chen Shang found that this was somewhat similar to Qinglong's roar, which showed that she had also studied the magical power of Qinglong, and then improved and developed it into something suitable for her use. When they came to high altitude, they were temporarily safe because it was difficult for people underground to detect them, and even if they were detected, it was difficult to attack them because they were still very flexible in the air. Chen Shang took out 6 magic mirrors, and then they became bigger. This thing can actually fly in sanctuary. Long Shui also found it incredible. Of course, she recognized that this was the 6th magic mirror. Shui Shenxian and the others had told her before that Chen Shang had 6 magic mirrors in his hands, and she also knew that the 6 magic mirrors were very strong. But she is not particularly familiar with the 6 magic mirrors. On the contrary, she knows the Qinglong Tumodao very well, because she has used it. Of course you can fly, this thing is amazing, Chen Shang said. Then, Chen Shang asked Sister Xiaojing to lock down the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord below, and let her explore the breadth of this mysterious palace master, whether he knew him. Long Shui lay on the edge of the 6 magic mirrors, watching the battle situation below, and exclaimed, "That palace master's sister is amazing. This strength should be stronger than me. If I don't borrow your sword, I'm afraid I can't beat her. She is the peak of the Saint King realm. It's really amazing to be able to single-handedly challenge the 2 Saint King realm peaks." Chen Shang can also clearly see the battle below. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master is holding 2 swords, and she not only has to face the 2 peaks of the Saint King realm, but also several other Saint King realms. Sister Palace Master may not belong to the Holy King realm, she may have just stepped into the Holy King realm with this strength. Long Shui frowned and said, "Who is she? Do I know her too? I always think she is very kind." Chen Shang also wanted to know that he was patiently waiting for the results of Sister Xiaojing's investigation. The battle below is very fierce. Although there are only a dozen women in the Heavenly Mother Palace, they can block the siege of dozens of people and have the upper hand. Sister Xiaojing, are there any results? Chen Shang asked. He couldn't wait to know who the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord was. No, if you have met each other before, and I have not recorded any relevant astral characteristics. It means that she is the elder brother you knew before you got the 6 God Mirror. Little Mirror said. There were also some women that Chen Shang knew before he got the 6 Gods Mirror. In other words, he had a relatively brief contact with the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord before, but he never met again. So he later got 6 magic mirrors, and he didn't record the astral characteristics of this woman. If that was the case, then Chen Shang would be able to exclude many women, because after he got the 6 magic mirrors, he had known many women, and that could be eliminated. Even if Chen Shang knew this, it was difficult to recall who it was at this moment. After all, it was too long. The time before he got the 6 magic mirrors was very far away, because he had experienced many things afterwards. I really can't remember who he is. Chen Shang was very distressed and sighed, "Sister Shui, why do you think she is familiar?" I don't know, listening to her voice, I think she is very kind. Maybe I have never seen her because she is good to me. Long Shui said. Okay, Chen Shang held the smaller Qinglong 2 magic knife in his hand, always ready to shoot. If the woman from the Heavenly Mother Holy Palace can't beat it, then Chen Shang must help. But now it seems that the strength of the Heavenly Mother's Sacred Palace is very strong, and the halls of heaven and Wushan Temple can't help them at all. Brother Shen, it seems that we don't have to worry about it. This Palace Master Sister is too strong. Zudian Temple and Wushan Temple are not rivals. Long Shui also thought about making a move. The guys from the halls of heaven and Wushan Temple are not the strongest. We must be vigilant, Chen Shang said. The Lord of the Heavenly Mother Palace is from the palace, can it be strong? However, none of the strongest batch of heavenly halls and Wushan temples appeared. Those old men who appeared today may be only the 2nd echelon. The halls of the heavens and the temples of Wushan have been developing in the sanctuary for so many years, and they must have a stronger cultivation base. They have not shown up yet, which is very worrying. No, this palace master's sister is careless. The more Shen Shang thought about it, the more it felt wrong. What's the matter? Are the guys from Zudian Temple and Wushan Temple planning to use any tricks? Long Shui asked. There are too few people from the Heavenly Mother's sacred palace. They may have obtained information before, knowing how many people have been sent by the Heavenly Palace and Wushan Temple, so how many people they have come based on each other's situation. Chen Shang said. But, their intelligence should be wrong. Chen Shang suddenly looked at the tiger head phantom, and continued. The guys who are now participating in the battle between Wushan Temple and Zudian Temple are just to hold the Heavenly Mother Temple. Then I will see if they can be taken down by the way, and really want to **** them. The guy from the Tiger Clan's divine treasure is still hiding in the dark. Ah, if this is the case, then what are we going to do? I can't beat so many powerful guys. Long Shui thought, and began to worry. Chen Shang immediately asked the 6 magic mirrors to explore the surroundings to see if there were any hidden souls. In fact, what he thought of, the palace owner of the Heavenly Mother Holy Palace also thought that she hadn't shown up before, just to find out the surrounding situation, to see if there are stronger guys hidden in the temples of heaven and Wushan Temple. After her careful investigation, she found nothing, so she determined that there were no other masters hiding in the temples of heaven and Wushan Temple. But Chen Shang didn't think it was that simple. After a detailed investigation with the 6 magic mirrors, he did not find it. No other hidden guys were detected. This shouldn't be. Chen Shang looked at the mirror surface of the 6 divine mirrors. There were many light spots on it, all representing a soul. The positions of these light spots were all fighting underneath, and one was not bad. Brother Shen, maybe we are suspicious. Long Shui also relieved, and said with a smile, there should be only these people here, no one else, we can rest assured. No, Chen Shang said, those guys shouldn't be trying to ambush the Heavenly Mother's sacred palace. Their most important task is to fight for the tiger's sacred treasure. Chen Shang immediately controlled the 6 divine mirrors, flew to the phantom of the tiger head, and said, they should hide there. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4222, Tiger Tribe **** Treasure. Chen Shang didn't approach the virtual image of the tiger's head, and was circling around, letting the 6 magic mirrors explore the situation under the virtual image of the tiger's head. If you want to compete for the Tiger Clan's divine treasure, you must be in the most advantageous position from the very beginning, and it is also convenient and quick to shoot. If you can't fly, it's the most advantageous position under the virtual image of the tiger's head. These guys, you should be sure that this is the White Tiger Warrior. Chen Shang was very anxious at the moment. He had to find the person who was hiding in advance, or if they suddenly made a move, it might really be possible to take the White Tiger God Soldier. The millions of armies of the divine horned beasts once appeared here, but suddenly the whole army was wiped out. The halls of heaven and Wushan Temple, they all know the White Tiger War Clan better, so they thought that this might be the blood sacrifice for the White Tiger War Clan to summon the White Tiger Divine Soldier. Sister Xiaojing, explore the depths below. Chen Shang spoke to Sister Xiaojing. The 6 divine mirrors crazily absorbed a large number of DZI beads, and then poured a stream of divine consciousness into the deep ground. The magic mirror itself can release a special spiritual sense, and with Chen Zhang's spiritual sense, it can penetrate deeper into the ground. It didn't take long for the 6 magic mirrors to show 4 light spots. Good guy, there are 4 people hidden underneath. When Long Shui saw the mirror surface of the 6 gods mirror, with 4 light spots shining, and just below the virtual image of the tiger's head, she immediately determined that someone was hiding deep. You must tell the palace master sister immediately. Chen Shang said. We fly over, and then I will remind her. Long Shui said. Use divine consciousness to transmit sound. Chen Shang controlled the 6 divine mirrors to fly over the battlefield. They fought too fiercely, and they moved very fast. It was very difficult to use divine sense to transmit sound. Chen Shang tried, but gave up. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord is fighting with several people in the Holy King realm, and she needs to move frequently away from high speed to deal with these several people or avoid their attacks. Look at me, Long Shui said, yelling at the bottom. She yelled out a very mysterious dragon language. Long Yu heard a deep dragon roar, but with many spell-like notes. After she finished roaring, the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord and more than a dozen young ladies immediately stopped fighting, and then gathered together to resist the attack of dozens of people. How do they understand? Chen Shang asked in surprise. They understand your dragon language. My dragon language can make people who know me understand what it means. Long Shui smiled. They all know me, so they understand. I know you too, why don't I understand? Chen Shang was puzzled. Because you are a man. Only by knowing me and being a woman can you understand my special dragon language. Long Shui smiled and said, I have a lot of dragon language, and I can also let you can understand the dragon language. Really? Then let me hear what it feels like. Chen Shang said. Yes, give me a bowl of fried beef, I'll just say something to you. Long Shui smiled. Chen Shang gave her a white look, then looked down at the situation below. Let the palace master sisters stop fighting. Wait a minute, I will control the 6 divine mirrors to fly down, pass by them, let them jump up, we hide in the air and wait for the tiger divine treasure to come out. Chen Shang said. Okay, Long Shui immediately said a string of dragon words. After speaking, she said to Chen Shang, now you can fly down. Chen Zhang's control of the 6 magic mirrors became much larger, enough to stand 20 people. The 6 divine mirrors landed immediately, and flew past the women in the Heavenly Mother Palace at a relatively suitable speed. Their reaction was also very quick, they all jumped up quickly, and at the same time they played a wave of Dao Yuan sacred power to disperse the attacks of the heavens and the Wushan temple. After the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord jumped up, she was also secretly surprised, because she didn't know what it was. The 6 gods' mirrors did not look like the 6 gods' mirrors at this moment. The mirror surface had been hidden by Chen Shang, and it looked like an ancient stone slab. When Sanctuary was able to fly before, there were many flying magic weapons, so these women are no strangers to flying magic weapons. But they were surprised that none of the flying magic weapons in the Sanctuary could fly at this stage, and the entire Sanctuary was restricted to flying. So the magic weapon that can fly, and the speed is still very fast, shocked them. Sister Shui, is this your magic weapon for flying? A young lady asked. No, it's from Brother Shen. Long Shui said. If I had such a good thing, I would wake up in my dreams. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord seemed to have thought of what this was, but he was not quite sure, and did not ask Chen Shang. After all, this is a very important secret. Master Shen, we were too careless, and the information we got was wrong, we almost fell on them. Said Palace Master Tianmu. It's okay, it's not too late to find out in time now. Chen Shang said. The people in the halls of heaven and Wushan temple are also very depressed at this moment, because their task is to delay the temple of Heavenly Mother. But the people in Tianmu Holy Palace suddenly jumped on a flying magic weapon and flew away. They couldn't fly, and they could only be anxious. The tiger head's virtual image is getting denser and denser at this moment. Unlike the previous virtual translucent, the red light at this moment is very deep, as if bleeding will drip at any time. Are you going to show up? Long Shui was a little nervous. How will it appear? The Heavenly Mother Palace Master gathered his energy and prepared to use his best to deal with various emergencies. Below, several very powerful auras suddenly surged. They really came to the Four Saints realm. The Palace Master Tianmu looked down and said with lingering fear, fortunately, they didn't attack us before, otherwise we would be very embarrassed. Suddenly, a strong spatial fluctuation appeared. Come, Chen Shang lightly shouted. The red phantom tiger head waved with a wave of spatial force, and then fell sharply. It was not exploded in the air, but to land. No, I can't fall into their hands. Palace Master Tianmu was also very anxious. Don't worry, Chen Shang quickly controlled the 6 magic mirrors to fly down. Boom! At the same time that the phantom tiger head fell, the people in the halls of heaven and Wushan temple were also very shocked, and they ran away quickly. The force of the fall is terrible, if it falls on them, it will definitely be seriously injured. With a loud noise erupting, a blast of killing air that destroyed the world and the earth broke out in an instant, and the entire desert was also shaken to crack. Although Chen Shang and the others were in the air, they were also bumped by the burst of energy. The people on the ground are the worst, they all underestimate the burst of energy. People in the Saint Sovereign realm, who didn't have enough strength to resist, evaporated in an instant. Only a few of the Holy Monarch realms survived, but they were all wounded. Even the Saint King realm was shocked by that energy. There were only those 4 Holy Venerable realms, and they were not affected much. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4223, Six-Way Tai Chi Formation. Fortunately, Shen Xiang and the others are in the sky, otherwise the explosion just now would definitely cause serious injuries to the women in the Heavenly Mother Palace. Chen Zhang's 6 magic mirrors are not just a flying magic weapon. They released a strong shield just now to resist the energy bursting from below. If they were like those ordinary flying magic weapons before, they would have been blown away by the aftermath just now. Look at where the Tiger Clan divine treasure is. Long Shuiyi was more worried. If Chen Xiang hadn't caught her, she might have rushed out. She didn't want the White Tiger Divine Soldier to fall into the hands of the Heavenly Hall in Wushan Divine Palace. You must know that the Divine Horned Beast tribe attacked Baihua Heaven and Earth, and it was sent by the Heavenly Hall. At that time, they had used the White Tiger Divine Weapon to resist. If this divine weapon fell into the hands of the Heavens Hall, it would be a big blow to them. Don't worry, the Tiger Clan Divine Treasure is not so easy to get. Although Chen Xiang said so, he was still very worried. If he fell into the hands of the Heavenly Palace and Wushan Divine Palace, it would be difficult to take it back. After all, the 4 Saint Venerable realm who came now are all very powerful, and Chen Zhang's current strength is simply impossible to fight against. The White Tiger Warrior fell into their hands, and after a long time, it might be sealed by them or destroyed. Moying, go in and take a look. Chen Xiang let the Moying soul fly over. Demon Shadow Spirit is a special astral state, and it is difficult to find him. It is safest to have him explored in the past. Through the 6 divine mirrors, Chen Xiang could know the location of the 4 saints. The strongest person in the Heavenly Mother's sacred palace is the Palace Master, and with her own power, it is difficult to fight the 4 holy realms. And Chen Zhang's poison is certainly of little use to the Holy Venerable realm, so Chen Xiang couldn't understand that he was coming with them. Shen Xiang really did not expect that calling the White Tiger God Soldier would actually do so many things. All the forces came so fast, and it would take so long to summon the White Tiger God Soldier. If you really want to snatch, I can go and carry it, said Palace Master Tianmu. I can too, Long Shuiyi said. Brother Shen, lend me your knife when the time comes. At that time, I can only do this. Chen Xiang nodded. Soon, the demon shadow spirit came back from below. At this moment, the ground was filled with a blood-red energy mist, and it was very strong, completely blocking Chen Zhang's exploration, so only by going in personally can you know what's below. Master Shen, the Tiger Clan Divine Treasure is a long box, said Demon Shadow Soul. Judging from the shape of the box, it is very likely that there is a short sword in it. Short sword. Chen Xiang was a little confused. The White Tiger Warrior is a short sword. I'm just guessing, I didn't see what was inside, I can't be sure. Demon Shadow Divine Soul said. Okay, what is the state of the box now? Chen Xiang could probably guess where the position is, and then controlled the 6 magic mirrors to slowly descend. It's right in the middle, said Demon Shadow Soul. A big deep pit was blasted out from below. The box is in the middle of the pit, and the other 4 holy venerable realms have not passed yet. When Chen Xiang learned of the situation, he immediately controlled the 6 magic mirrors to fall down quickly. If they are fast enough, then they can get the box first, and just fly away. However, the 4 holy venerable realms are not vegetarians either. Although they didn't rush in immediately, they rushed away as soon as they knew the time was pressing. The 6 divine mirrors descended from the sky, very fast, directly above the box. Chen Xiang immediately controlled the 6 magic mirrors to operate, and sucked the box in. Boom boom boom. At this time, 4 powerful artifacts attacked, all of which were god-level weapons such as swords, condensing the power of the Holy Venerable Realm, and violently colliding from a distance. Although the 6 divine mirrors have shields, their defenses are still limited. After being collided by these 4 divine weapons, a very powerful energy flooded in. The shield burst immediately. Fortunately, both Long Shuiyi and the Heavenly Mother Palace Master were ready to use the most powerful force to block the energy raging. After that, they continued to exert their strength to stop the fierce and frenzied attack of the next 4 magic soldiers. Chen Xiang and those little sisters were not as strong as Long Shuiyi and Tianmu Palace Master. They were all shocked to a severe pain just now, and their bodies seemed to be torn apart. Fortunately, the 6 divine mirrors were powerful enough. Although the shield was shattered, it quickly condensed and could withstand the continuous collision attack of the 4 swords. None of the 4 holy venerable realms approached them, and they also had great concerns. After all, they didn't know how many powerhouses the other party had, and that area was their blind zone, filled with muddy energy. Coupled with the fact that the opponent got the Tiger Clan divine treasure again, if they got too close, they would be easily counterattacked. The Six Gods Mirror re-released the shield, and Chen Shang asked Little Mirror's sister to control the God Mirror to absorb as many G as possible to ensure that the Six Gods Mirror could block the second round of fierce attacks. Just now it was only the first wave of attack that was very violent, and instantly shattered the shield of the Six Gods Mirrors, and the next four Holy Venerable Realms only controlled their magic soldiers, constantly attacking the shields of the Six Gods. Long Shui and the Heavenly Mother Palace Master also exerted a lot of power and injected them into the shield of the Six Divine Mirrors to enhance their defenses. Let's go. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master also knew that he couldn't beat them, and said anxiously, "These four guys are weird, they are not simple powerhouses of the Holy Venerable." Chen Shang immediately controlled the six divine mirrors to lift into the air, and at the same time quickly absorbed the DZI beads, releasing new shields. The four sovereign realms once again used the energy of their sovereign realm to attack the six divine mirrors from the ground, but energy did not pose much threat to the shield of the six divine mirrors. Here again, although the Heavenly Mother Palace Master couldn't see it, she could feel it. Four powerful magic soldiers attacked from below. It's not that strong this time. Of course, Shen Shang could also feel it, and he quickly asked Little Mirror's sister to urge the six magic mirrors. The six magic mirrors are facing the bottom at the back. Although they are not mirrors, the backs of the magic mirrors have strong defenses and a lot of unique abilities. Under the control of Sister Xiaojing, the back of the magic mirror shook slightly, and a peculiar force swayed, causing the four magic soldiers to be swung around by a gentle force when they came over. The mirror rotates. These six Taiji formations are really powerful, but too much consumption of DZI. Chen Shang had known that she had just let Sister Xiaojing use it, so that he wouldn't be hurt so much. The six Taiji arrays opened by the six magic mirrors need to consume billions of DZI beads, but the effect is also very good. It not only uses ingenious power to dissolve the fierce offensive of the four magic soldiers, but also seems to be able to draw them in the magic mirror all around. It's ours. It's not a special loss to get these four swords. Chen Shang secretly rejoiced in his heart, and then asked Sister Xiaojing to take away the four swords. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4224. Hidden Shen Family. The six sacred mirrors flew away at an accelerated speed, and flew away with the four artifact-level swords. After leaving the four holy noble realms, these four swords were included in the six sacred mirrors. We succeeded. A young lady found it incredible, her injury was not light, and her voice was a little weak. Yes, the Tiger Clan's sacred treasure did not fall into the hands of those guys, thanks to Master Shen's flying magic weapon. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord smiled. Great, there is no danger. That group of guys should be mad, and they will definitely think that the tiger's sacred treasure has fallen into your hands. Chen Shang said, it won't be long before they will retaliate against you. It doesn't matter, they don't know where our Heavenly Mother Holy Palace is anyway. And they don't want to find us in a day or two. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord doesn't care at all, and believes very much, even if it is found by the four Holy Mothers our Heavenly Mother Holy Palace, they can't do anything. Why not? I let them know that the Tiger Clan's sacred treasure is in my hands. I will attract their attention. Anyway, I am not afraid of them. Chen Shang said. Master Shen, don't worry about us. Our Heavenly Mother Holy Palace came out today, and no one else was on the scene. They must think that the Tiger Clan's sacred treasure fell into our hands. Heavenly Mother Palace Lord said. You don't have to worry about dragging us down as long as the Tiger Clan's sacred treasure does not fall into their hands, it will be the best result for us. Brother Shen, the Palace Master's sister said so don't refuse. It's a big deal, you cook some fried meat for them. Long Shui smiled. I just tried a little bit, and I can eat it too. Small bowl, right? Chen Shang laughed blankly, he knew that this little greedy dragon knew how to seize the opportunity to eat and drink. Master Shen, you should have contributed to the appearance of the Tiger Clan divine treasure. Asked the Heavenly Mother Palace Master. I have a friend, she is the White Tiger Divine Beast. It took a lot of her blood to complete the whole sacrifice. Chen Shang nodded. Ah, then, your friend, have you sacrificed? The Heavenly Mother Palace Master said in surprise. I heard that the White Tiger Warrior Clan's forbidden technique is costly, or it cannot be completed. No, it's just that the vitality is badly injured and we need to recuperate. Chen Shang smiled and said, otherwise, with her on the scene, we would be able to get the tiger's sacred treasure more easily. How could this happen? It's different from the legend. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master was very puzzled. Chen Shang also found it strange. It seemed that many people knew that the White Tiger War Clan's summoning technique would cost a great price, but Bai Junjun didn't know it. He secretly doubted whether it was a member of the White Tiger Clan and didn't care about sacrifice. They only needed to wait for the right time to summon the White Tiger Divine Soldier. Fortunately, there was Chen Shang at the time, so she could do her best to replenish Bai Junjun's blood, otherwise she would really sacrifice. It's good to be able to fly. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord was sitting on the Six Gods mirror, chasing the breeze, her long hair fluttering, her tone full of yearning. Yeah, Sanctuary used to be able to fly freely, but now it's hard to fly. I really miss it, a young lady exclaimed. Where are we going now? Long Shui asked, should I go to Kanglin Haicheng? We are going back to the Heavenly Mother's sacred palace. Sister Shui, do you want to go with us? Bai Hua Tiandi has sisters coming up one after another. Our Heavenly Mother's sacred palace welcomes them very well, said the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord. It turned out that Bai Hua Tiandi came up from below, and the Tianmu Holy Palace was in charge of receiving it. Chen Shang was relieved. But what about Long Jushao? Who is responsible for receiving them in the sanctuary? Sister Palace Master, can you contact Ao Shi Tiandi? Chen Shang asked. I want to know where other people have gone to the sanctuary. Are they Long Jushao? The Shen family is responsible for receiving them. Tianmu Palace Master said. According to my understanding, the Shen family had contact with them during this time and reached cooperation with them. Shen family? Chen Shang frowned. Master Shen, are you from the Shen family? No wonder you are so powerful. A young lady suddenly surprised. This makes sense. Chen Shang was even more puzzled. In the sanctuary and God's realm, there is a hidden family, the Shen family, which is very powerful. Our Heavenly Mother soul race has had several contacts with them. In short, they are usually very low-key, as if they have nothing to fight with the world. Said, Master Shen, I don't know if you have anything to do with this Shen family. What's the name of the patriarch of the Shen family, or the patriarch? Chen Shang asked quickly. He had heard before that his father, Shen Tianyu, left with the core of the Shen family long ago, and no one knew where they had gone. Chen Shang had previously entrusted the Heavenly Clan Mother to help him inquire, because Huang Jintian helped Shen Shang to calculate Shen Tianyu and the Shen family, and they were still there. Even the palace lord in front of him knew the Shen family, so how could the Celestial Mother not know? In other words, the Tian clan mother knew something about the Shen family, but she didn't say much to Chen Shang before she figured it out. I don't know the names of the core figures of the Shen family. In short, we were surprised that the Shen family took the initiative to receive Long Jushao from Ao Shi Tiandi. Tianmu Palace Master said, perhaps, this Shen family really has something to do with Shen Gongzi. Sister Palace Master, Master Shen is obviously the young master of the Shen family. A young lady said, how can he have nothing to do with the Shen family? Even if it has something to do with the Shen family, it can't be the young master of the Shen family. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord smiled lightly. Yes, with Chen Zhang's status in the Shen family, then he can be regarded as a figure of the ancestor level of the Shen family. How can I get in touch with the people of the Shen family? Shen Shang asked. I want to talk to them. One is to find out whether this Shen family has anything to do with him, and the other is to see if Long Jushao and the others have come to the sanctuary. Master Shen, let's leave a contact information, I will go to communicate with the people from Shen's house. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master said. Otherwise, it would be very difficult to find them directly. Yes, Chen Shang took out his own talisman and handed it to the Palace Master Tianmu. The 6 divine mirrors have been flying, and Chen Shang intends to find an opportunity to have a secret talk with the Lord of Heavenly Mother Palace. To find out who she is, even if she only met a few times more than 100,000 years ago, but can still meet again now, that would be considered fate. This kind of fate is rare, and Chen Shang also cherishes it. I don't know what the Tiger Clan divine treasure is like, a young lady suddenly curious. Xiaoyan, don't ask too many questions. After you go back, you have to sign a soul blood contract, and you are not allowed to tell what happened today. The matter of Lord Shen received the Tiger Clan divine treasure must be kept secret. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord said quite solemnly. After flying fast for most of the day, they were far away from the desert, and Chen Shang and the others did not go to Kanglan Haicheng. The people in the halls of heaven and Wushan Temple will definitely be guarded by the teleportation formation in Kanglan Sea City. If they go now, they will be easily caught. Chen Shang chose to land in a deep mountain and then began to rest. He wanted to take advantage of the opportunity to have a secret conversation with the Lord of Heavenly Mother Palace. The 6 divine mirrors have been running for so long and consumed a lot of DZI beads, and Chen Shang just wanted to quickly earn more DZI beads to regain his blood. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord should be a rich woman, and Chen Shang also plans to discuss business with her. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4225, Meet by Chance. Although Chen Shang was injured before, his recovery speed is very fast, so he looks like a okay person now. As for the young ladies in the Holy Palace of Heavenly Mother, they are still very injured, weak in speaking, and need a good rest. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord also took out some holy pills for them to eat, which could help them recover from their injuries. Long Shui is fine, after all, she is a white dragon, and she has deep strength hidden. Regardless of how she likes to be the limelight, she can always say who can be wiped out. In fact, she hides her strength very well. Sister Palace Master, I have something to talk to you secretly, about the Celestial Mother. Chen Shang paid attention to the next surrounding areas, and determined that the small valley was safe, so he found a reason to talk to the Palace Lord Tianmu alone. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord also really thought that Chen Shang wanted to talk secretly with her about the Heavenly Mother, so she agreed. She walked not far away and took out a small pavilion in her palm. She threw out the pavilion in her palm, and it gradually grew bigger. Let's go in and talk, Heavenly Mother Palace Master said to Chen Shang. Long Shui seemed to want to go in, too, but she could only wait outside when she saw others talking about business, and she had to protect these injured young ladies. Shen Gongzi, we only talk about the Heavenly Clan Mother. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master also seems to suspect that Chen Shang talked secretly with her alone for another purpose. Of course, this is of course. Chen Shang repeatedly nodded and said, the Heavenly Clan Mother said before that she is going to the sanctuary and is looking for the Heavenly Mother Soul Race's residence in the Holy Territory. It should be the Heavenly Mother Holy Palace, right? It's true, but she didn't come. Heavenly Mother Palace Master said. Ah, did she contact you? Did she say where to go? Chen Shang was very surprised. The Heavenly Clan Mother didn't go directly to the Heavenly Mother Palace, so what did she do? She contacted me, and I don't know exactly where I went. In short, she made me responsible for receiving the sisters of Bayawadiandi, said the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord. That's it, Chen Shang nodded and said, I'm very worried that something will happen to her. I don't know what is going on with her now. Don't worry, the deity of the Celestial Mother is in the realm of God, even if her clone is killed in the sanctuary, it will not affect her deity of the divine realm. Tianmu Palace Master said. Now in the sanctuary, all affairs of the Celestial Mother's soul race are controlled. I'll be responsible. Sun Shen, if the Heavenly Clan Mother has other explanations, you can talk to me. Well, I want to know if there are any other secrets in the sanctuary. Chen Shang said. The sanctuary is so big, the 6th life soul race and your Heavenly Mother soul race should have a deep foundation here, but according to me at present, your overall strength seems to be the same. This involves too much. And with the current strength of Lord Shen, it is better not to know. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord shook his head slightly. I am not unwilling to tell you, but my authority is not enough. Sister Palace Master, didn't you just say that? Are you responsible for the affairs of the Heavenly Mother soul race in the sanctuary? Then tell me. Chen Shang was indeed very curious. He always felt that there was something hidden in the sanctuary, because he had seen the powerhouses in the halls of heaven and Wushan Temple before, and he was only in the holy state. In the realm of the sanctuary, the holy venerable realm is not the highest, and there are several realms. Also, the mother-in-law Kun Min of Da Kun Gate suddenly disappeared during this period of time to retreat. This is also very mysterious. The time is too coincidental. Master Shen, if I want to tell some secrets, I need to apply for permission from God's domain. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord shook his head slightly and said, and the current situation is that I can't contact God's domain at all. Okay, Chen Shang could only give up, but he felt that he would soon find the answer on his own. Any other things? Asked the Heavenly Mother Palace Master. Did we really know each other before? So what is our relationship like? Chen Shang asked. Meeting in the water. I was just a small person at the beginning, and Sun Shen naturally can't remember. But later, I heard about Sun Shen many deeds and legends, and I admire Sun Shen very much. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord laughed. Although now Sun the cultivation is still shallow, but he is still the person I admire most in my heart. Really, Ping Shui met, but I always feel that you should be someone who has a good relationship with me. Chen Shang is very curious now. Actually, I have already died once before. After death, I was reincarnated and became a member of the Tianmu soul race. What you know is only my previous life, and I have changed a lot from that time. Sun Shen does not have to worry about it. Tianmu Palace, said the Lord. Chen Shang scratched his head and said, actually, I was more romantic back then. I was afraid that I would owe a debt of love, so I wanted to figure out who you are. The Lord of the Heavenly Mother Palace sneered. Is it because I am passionate? Chen Shang smiled awkwardly. No, I met Master Shen and didn't develop to that extent. However, I have heard a lot about Master Shen's love affairs, but I didn't expect it to be true. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord said with a witty smile, look. Young Master Shen is really a scumbag. To be honest, I am a good person. Chen Shang gave a ha-ha. Confirming that he did not owe the woman in front of him, Chen Shang felt a lot more at ease. Master Shen, if nothing else, let's go out, said Palace Master Tianmu. Wait, Chen Shang hurriedly said, I have a business to talk to the Palace Master sister. Oh, what kind of business? Is it selling pills? Young Master Shen, your current cultivation base is not high, and the pill you refined can't reach our purchasing standards. After finishing speaking, the Heavenly Mother Palace Master quickly explained, it's not that I don't approve of Master Shen's alchemy. Your alchemy is what I admire the most, because Master Shen is a generation of alchemy. Chen Shang took out 4 swords, which he snatched from the hands of the 4 holy venerable realms. I don't want to sell pill, I want to sell these things. Chen Shang smiled. Of course, the pill I refined now is not as bad as you think, and it is still very useful. Then if I have a chance, I would like to see it, said Palace Master Tianmu, and took a long sword, and said, this is a very good artifact. How does Master Shen plan to sell it? You make a price. I don't need these things now, I just want to exchange for more G-beads. Chen Shang said, my flying magic weapon consumes G-beads very much. This is Lord Shen's thing, let's ask Lord Shen to make a price. Tianmu Palace Master smiled. 10 billion DZI beads, all sold to you. Chen Shang thought for a while, he could not decide the price. Hearing Chen Zhang's price, Palace Master Tianmu chuckled a few times. What, did I drive higher? Chen Shang really has no concept of prices for these things now. Do you like this site? Donate here. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4226. Dragon Tiger Bodyguard. Master Shen, after you were reborn, you really got better. I once heard a legend about you, describing you as a very dark-hearted person. Especially in business, there are very few people who have not been cheated by you. Tianmu Palace Master said with a smile. Chen Shang stared at the golden mask of Palace Master Tianmu carefully, trying to see through the smiling face under her mask, but could not see anything. Once, he had a special ability, that is, he can see through, but he has never used this ability to do bad things. It's just that he is reborn now, his ability hasn't fully recovered yet, and he can't see through when he encounters some too strong obstacles. Then how about the price I just opened? Chen Shang asked. The space between the sanctuary and the divine realm is now isolated. Divine weapons and divine artifacts are even more rare, and naturally they are invaluable. Heavenly Mother Palace Lord said, in this situation, the direct sale of divine artifacts is a loss. In exchange for something very precious. I don't miss any other precious things, I miss the DZI beads. Chen Shang said. G-bead is too important to him, it can guarantee that he can continue to use the 6 magic mirrors for offense and defense, or for flying. One piece of 10 billion DZI beads. Heavenly Mother Palace Master smiled, okay. Of course, Chen Shang didn't even think about it, so he immediately agreed. He did offer too little before. Fortunately, the Heavenly Mother Palace Master still had a conscience and didn't intend to cheat him. Please wait. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master spent a while before taking out 40 billion DZI beads from her storage magic weapon to Chen Shang. Chen Shang also had tens of billions of DZI beads in his hand before, but he used up a large number of DZI beads in order to compete for the white tiger gods and kill the army of millions of horned beasts, leaving him with only 10 billion DZI beads. Now that he got these 40 billion, he just made up for his loss. With the tens of billions of DZI beads in his hand, he felt relieved, but still felt that it was not enough. Those 4 divine weapons belonged to Zudian Temple and Wushan Divine Palace. If they were used, they would surely be spread out soon. Once the 4 holy priests knew about it, they would definitely come to the door. Therefore, Chen Shang did not intend to stay by his side, nor did he intend to use it for others, he would only cause trouble to his upper body. The Heavenly Mother Holy Palace is in great need of these artifacts. On the one hand, it can stimulate the temples of heaven and Wushan Temple, and on the other hand, it can also enhance their equipment. After the transaction, Chen Shang and the Tianmu Palace Master walked out of the small building. Brother Shen, elder sister, I'm hungry, you quickly fry 2 bowls of meat for me to eat. Long Shui was outside just now, thinking about what Chen Shang would talk to the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord. Long Shui had talked with Chen Shang secretly before, and then Chen Shang fried a bowl of meat for her, so she felt that Chen Shang must also fry meat for the Lord of Heavenly Mother, in order to let the Lord of Heavenly Mother take off the mask and eat meat. Okay, I'll fry it for you now. Chen Shang chuckled, then took out the guy, and immediately started cooking. Long Shui was like a cat who had been hungry for a long time, squatting beside Shen Zhang's stove and waiting. Her mask was taken off. Her beautiful and exquisite pretty face also amazed the young ladies. After all, she is still very beautiful, plus being a dragon girl, she has a special charm. None of the people present knew that the stove where Chen Zhang's fried meat was used was the proud stove. The 6th clan of Life and Soul really wanted this sacred furnace. If they knew that Chen Shang used it to fry meat, they would probably vomit blood with anger. Chen Shang also thought it was funny. He was a generation of alchemy gods, and now he actually uses alchemy skills to fry meat. After it was fried, Chen Shang gave Long Shui 2 big bowls, but her little sister didn't eat them because they had to take off their masks to eat meat. So all of them swallowed secretly, smelling the fragrant smell of fried meat, watching Long Shui gobble it up. Shen Gongzi, you said that your alchemy is also good, can you let us see and see? The Heavenly Mother Palace Master hurriedly diverted her attention, otherwise she wanted to eat too. She couldn't imagine that this pill cooking was also so good. I don't have any good medicinal materials in my hand. Chen Shang said, wait for the next time, I will prepare some pills for the Palace Master's sister to try. If possible, we will cooperate again. Chen Zhang's plan to refine alchemy in batches has not yet been implemented, and a large number of good alchemy furnaces are needed. Okay, the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord nodded, and then exhorted, Master Shen, you must go to a safe place to open the Tiger Clan Divine Treasure Box. You can't open it here. It will be very dangerous. Got it, Chen Shang nodded. Then let's go first, and we have to rush back to the Heavenly Mother Palace. The Heavenly Palace and Wushan Temple, now we should be angry everywhere, and I will go back to make arrangements. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord said. Sisters, please take care and be careful on the road. Chen Shang said. As for the Shen family, I will contact Master Shen again if I make progress. The Palace Master of Heavenly Mother nodded. Sister Shui, let's go. Sister Palace Master, I'm not leaving, I want to protect Brother Shen and be his bodyguard. Long Shui suddenly said, when you see Sister Shanglin and others, just tell them like this. Huh, all right. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master knew at a glance that Chen Shang had kept Long Shui with fried meat, and if he fry some meat, he would keep a white dragon as a bodyguard. This was a huge profit. But she also knew that Long Shui and Shen Shang had a very good relationship, but because of the forgetting fate curse, Long Shui forgot about Chen Shang. The Heavenly Mother Palace Master left with those little sisters, and Long Shui was still licking the big bowl. Now Chen Shang has Long Shui and Bai Junjun as bodyguards. This is a combination of dragon and tiger. Little greedy dragon, stop eating, go. Chen Shang laughed. Where are you going? By the way, you can't call me like that, you have to call me Sister Shui respectfully. Long Shui groaned. You Brother Shen, why are you so floating? No big or small. I'm not only good at fried meat, I have other good dishes. Chen Shang smiled faintly. Let's go then. Long Shui immediately passed over with a grin, and said, where are we going? Go kidnapping the son of the heavens. It's the son of the Hall of Heavens, have you heard of the son and daughter of the sanctuary? Chen Shang asked. I haven't heard of it, but this kind of guy is usually used to step on. Long Shui said. This kind of name that sounds awesome, most of them are young juniors trained by big forces, you can trample them to death with one foot. Really? Chen Shang nodded. Brother Shen, if you don't give me something to eat before we set off, you will have the strength to work when you are full. Long Shui said with an innocent smile. No, time is running out. Chen Shang said, and then released the 6 magic mirrors. Hua Gangyan has been urging Chen Shang, as if urging his life, he kept asking Chen Shang to go over to discuss countermeasures. Because the Son of the Heavens is heading to the Dakun Gate, once entering the Dakun Gate, it is not very convenient to move. By kidnapping the Son of Heaven, you can get a lot of G-beads, and you can also dig out many secrets from the Son of Heaven, so Chen Shang must go. Demon Shadow Divine Soul returned to Kanglan Haicheng to find the corpse of the Son of Godhorn. He would continue to pretend to be the son of Godhorn and then mix into the gathering of the son and daughter of Dakun Gate to find out the news. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4227, Long Di Wushwang. After robbing the White Tiger God Soldier this time, Chen Shang realized the importance of G-beads. If he didn't have enough G-beads before, it would certainly not be so smooth. Chen Shang is now rushing to Dakan Gate, because Saint Son of the Heavens is going to Dakan Gate. There are many bodyguards around him, but according to Hua Gangyan's assessment, those bodyguards are not very strong. The Saints of the Heavens did not rush to the Dakan Gate, but slowed down along the way. According to the news that Hua Gangyan spied on, the Saints of the Heavens had to wait for the Heavenless Saint to meet with the Heavenless Saint on the road. This made Chen Shang very surprised. It is said that the Halls of Heaven and the Temple of Wushan are not at the same time, but they were able to unite when they were fighting for the White Tiger Warrior. But now, the Saints of the Heavens and the Saints of the Heavenless are about to meet in secret. Chen Shang thought for a while, only felt that it was Wushan Temple and all Heaven's temples, planning to join hands to carve up the entire sanctuary together. In order to benefit, it is normal for these two big forces to unite. After all, the contradiction between them mainly comes from the highest level of God's domain. Now that God's domain can't command them, and can't control everything in the sanctuary, then they must take their own interests into consideration. If the two powers, the Halls of Heaven and the Temple of Wushan Temple, fight to the death in the sanctuary, it will only allow other large and small forces to sit on the mountain and watch the tiger fight. And during the time they are fighting, if a behemoth rises, then the status of these two giants will definitely be shaken. For example, there is now a Heavenly Mother Holy Palace, and Dakun sect is also one of the great forces that can grow up. Boss Shen, you'd better do it before the Wushan Saint comes. To be honest, if the Wushan Saint comes, we will basically be out of play. Hua Gangyan sent a message to Chen Shang. Wushan Saint is not she came by herself, she also brought a lot of people. I see, I'll be here soon. Chen Shang could see that Hua Gang said that he was very eager for the action to go smoothly. Because as long as this ticket is made, he can fly far away, leave the temples of heaven, and be in the sanctuary for a long time. I said, Mr. Shen, how long will we be there? It's too boring on the road, or you can make something delicious, so that you can kill the time. Long Shui was still thinking about Chen Zhang's fried dishes. No hurry, when we take down the Son of the Heavens, we will definitely eat and drink. Chen Shang laughed. As long as you seize the Sons of the Heavens, a large sum of G-beads will be credited to the account, and a celebration feast must be held. Hua Gangyan told Chen Shang their location along the way. Because Chen Shang was flying in the air, his speed was very fast, and he could see the shape of the huge mountains described by Hua Gangyan. From this we can judge Hua Gangyan and the others. The way. From Kanglan Sea City to Dakan Gate, there are many mountain roads that need to be traversed. Besides, for the sake of being cautious, the Saints of the Heavens will not take the road specially opened up. Sister Shui, the sharp mountain in front has our target nearby. Chen Shang said, we are going to catch someone. After catching him, we can threaten the heavens and give us many good things. Can you really threaten the Temple of Heaven to give something? How valuable is a guy who is so easy to be caught by us? Long Shui expressed doubts. It must be valuable, or else you won't be the Son of the Heavens. Chen Shang said, this Son of the Heavens must be extraordinary. Chen Shang said so, but he had no idea. I also feel that the Hall of Heavens, how much will it cost for a Saint Son of the Heavens? In his eyes, the Sons of the Heavens must have a very good talent, but it should not be difficult to find a person with this talent in Sanctuary. Okay, catch it, Long Shui said. Long Shui is willing to do it as long as it is facing the hall of heaven. The saints of all heavens enjoyed it very much, sitting on a very luxurious big sedan chair, which was carried by more than a dozen 3-meter-high giants. They are really slow, and they can see that they are walking and waiting for someone. Hua Gang said that they were in the Saint King realm, but they could only walk around and follow, and they were not qualified to enter the big sedan chair. There are a total of 4 Saint King realm who protect the sons of the heavens. This is a very luxurious lineup, allowing the 4 Saint King realm followers to follow. Even if they just stepped into the Saint King realm, it would be very pompous. After Chen Shang and Long Shui were on the 6-way magic mirror, they began to discuss the situation from a high altitude. Sister Shui, there is a fellow who is our inner support, don't hurt him. Chen Shang said. That won't work. If he doesn't hurt him, then he will be discovered, which is not good for him. Long Shui said. In order for him not to be suspected, it is best to hurt him seriously. Come on, which one is our internal response? I focus on taking care of him. This. Chen Shang secretly mourned for Hua Gangyan, and then described Hua Gangyan's appearance to her. I can't remember, otherwise, I would just seriously wound them all. Long Shui smiled. Also, Chen Shang spread out his hands and whispered in a low voice, is this really okay? Do you want me to lend you a knife? No, these guys are all young. Long Shui was very confident, and said, if it's 4 holy sovereign realms, you need your sword. After speaking, Long Shui jumped from the 6 gods' mirror, and she could fly by herself, so she could easily approach the big sedan chair. Chen Shang also contacted Hua Gangyan secretly, but couldn't make contact. He mainly wanted to tell Hua Gangyan to prepare for defense. Just when Chen Shang was contacting Hua Gangyan, Long Shui had already taken action, and there was a roaring sound below. Chen Shang looked at it intently, and saw that the luxurious big sedan chair was smashed to pieces, and Long Shui turned into a half-dragon form. Wearing white dragon scale armor, both hands and feet have dragon claw-covered bracers, and there is a white dragon tail behind his waist, which looks very domineering. Her dragon claws were already very powerful, as terrifying as a divine weapon, and they scratched those 4 Saint King realms in a few strokes. One of them was from the Saint King realm, and her heart was pulled out by her. This Saint King realm was not Hua Gangyan. Chen Shang secretly squeezed a sweat for Hua Gangyan. Fortunately, Long Shui also clicked to the end, otherwise none of the 4 Saint King realms were complete. Hua Gangyan has been seriously injured and fell to the ground, crying in his heart. He just read the message of the messenger, and learned that the people sent by Chen Shang will attack indiscriminately. This little dragon is really powerful, it's hidden away. Chen Shang was very pleased. His dragon and tiger bodyguard is very perfect, beautiful and a person he trusts very much. The most important thing is that they must have a very tacit understanding. White dragons and white tigers don't cooperate too much. The son of all heavens was like a chicken caught, and was caught after being injured by Long Shui, without even the chance to struggle. Chen Shang took out a special box, put the saints of the heavens in it and sealed it, and then threw it into the 6 gods' mirror and gave it to Sister Xiaojing to take care of it. Brother Shen, do you see how good your sister is? This is the power of the No. 1 white dragon girl in Aoshi universe. Long Shui folded her arms around her chest, and shouted in her delicate voice, Aoshi Longdi, the world is unparalleled. Sister Longdi has worked hard, come, eat guoer. Chen Shang threw a fragrant fruit over, and Long Shui immediately opened his mouth and bit with joy. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4228, Da Kun Gate Club. The Aoshi Longdi, who was still domineering just now, was like a small glutton in a blink of an eye, gnawing on the sweet red fruit. It's really delicious. I've been in sanctuary for so long, and I still ate decent fruit for the first time. Long Shui was full of praise while eating. Didn't those young ladies in the Heavenly Mother's sacred palace give you something delicious? Chen Shang smiled. They shouldn't lack this kind of sacred fruit, right? Of course they gave it, but it's not as delicious as yours, and their sacred fruits are all shriveled, lacking in water, and not sweet enough. Long Shui complained, it's not that they didn't come up with good things to entertain me, they said that the sacred fruits of the sanctuary are similar. In fact, Long Shui's mouth is too picky. She has eaten many good things before, especially the fruit. The Bayawadiandi is specially cultivated and the taste is very good. Coming to the sanctuary, it would be difficult to satisfy her taste if it was not particularly carefully selected. And Chen Zhang's sacred fruit is naturally different, First it is diluted and watered with inanimate heaven dewdrops, and then it grows within the 6 divine mirrors. The things planted in the 6 Tao Shen mirror are naturally very different. The 6 Tao Shen mirror itself is very magical, and the little sister seems to have very rich planting experience. After Long Shui had eaten one, Chen Shang gave her another sweet and sour cyan fruit. She also ate sourly, but still praised constantly. It was because she was not wary in front of Shen Shang, that's why she showed what she was, mainly because she didn't know why she was able to let go in front of Shen Shang. Even before, she maintained the style of a domineering elder sister in front of the young ladies in the Heavenly Mother Holy Palace. Brother Shen, it's nice to follow you. No wonder Sister Shenxian and the others always said how good you were before, even Sister Yu said hello. It seems that you gave them a lot of delicious food. Long Shui laughed said, when I go back, I will also say that you are very good. That's not necessary. Chen Shang laughed, and the 6 magic mirrors were already flying away from the battlefield just now. He didn't intend to do anything to the Wuxian saint. The ghost knew how many powerhouses she brought over. Besides, there was something wrong with the heavenly sun, and the Wuxian saint would definitely leave. Shen Zhang's 6 magic mirrors landed on the top of a high mountain, and the place where he was located was not too far away from Dakun Gate. Boss Hua, how is your situation now? Chen Shang contacted Hua Gengyan with a messenger and asked. Fortunately, not dead. Hua Gengyan's voice through the messenger was relatively gentle, and said, your friend is merciful, or we will all be finished. He naturally saw that another old man had his heart taken out, but that was very seriously injured. Then when can we meet now? Chen Shang asked, by the way, how can I contact the halls of heaven and how can I ask them for a price? This is not in a hurry, you can also return to Dakan sect now. Hua Gang said, as far as I know, the main hall of the Hall of Heavens comes to Saint Profound Star, and then I will see what the saints of the heavens treat them. Importance, and then decide what price to open. Then how long do you be careful, don't let them discover that you are the inner ghost. Chen Shang exhorted. Don't worry, Boss Shen, I will be very careful. Hua Gang said that he is also very happy now, because he was also badly injured, so naturally he would not be suspected. One more thing, he was worried that Chen Shang would kill him and want to swallow him alone, but he could see that Chen Shang did not have such an idea, indicating that Chen Shang wanted to cooperate with him for a long time. Brother Shen, is your friend okay? I started a little harder, but I just grabbed his heart. Long Shui smiled. He is the most injured, so that no one will doubt him. It's a ghost. Ah, did you deliberately grab the heart of one of them? Chen Shang asked in surprise. Yeah, I have said that, we must focus on taking care of your friend. Avoid him being suspected. Long Shui nodded. Chen Shang secretly said that he was happy for Hua Gang, but he escaped dissection. Sister Shui, let's go to Dakan Gate. By the way, after entering Dakan Gate, you have to keep a low profile. Chen Shang said, you can't mess around in that place. I listen to you all. Go to Dakan Gate, can you have a celebration banquet? Long Shui smiled. Of course, and I also have a little sister in Dakuman, let's eat together at that time. Chen Shang laughed. Bai Junjun fell asleep in the 6 Tao mirror. Inside the 6 Tao mirror, there was a special space. Resting in it could recover quickly. This time, Bai Junjun was really injured badly, but fortunately, there are 6 magic mirrors to help her recover, otherwise she would have to sleep for many years to recover. Chen Shang estimated that within a few days after returning to Dakan Gate, Bai Junjun would be able to wake up, and then he would be able to meet Long Shui. I wonder if Long Shui remembers her. The 6 divine mirrors soared into the sky and flew to Dakun Gate. At the same time, all the major forces in the sanctuary learned that the Heavenly Mother Holy Palace had obtained the Tiger clan's sacred treasure, and it was very likely that they had mastered the White Tiger's sacred weapon. Both Hua Gangyan and Duhai got the news for the first time, and they both immediately told Chen Shang. Especially Duhai, he knew that the White Tiger warrior was once owned by Chen Shang and now fell into the hands of the Heavenly Mother Holy Palace, so he immediately told Chen Shang. Chen Shang didn't tell Duhai that the White Tiger divine soldier was in his own hands. The fewer people who knew about this matter, the better. If it was accidentally leaked out, it would harm the entire Dakun sect. Then there was another big event that caused a sensation throughout the Saint Profound Star, and the Son of Heaven was taken away. Many people suspect that Wuxian Temple did it, but what is strange this time is that the temples of all heavens took the initiative to say that it has nothing to do with Wuxian Temple. Before Chen Shang secretly destroyed Huatian Judy Villa, he thought it was Wuxian Divine Palace's back, but somehow they united again. Chen Shang, who returned to the Holy Pill courtyard of Dakan Gate, took Long Shui to see Ke Yumeng. Ke Yumeng has already studied alchemy in the Holy Pill Academy. Her qualifications are not bad. As long as someone takes her, she can become an alchemist, but it will take a long time. Long Shui also likes Ke Yumeng's sister very much, because Ke Yumeng also has a lot of delicious food in her hands. When she stayed at the Longlin Inn before, Ke Yumeng collected a lot of good sacred fruits, and she gave them all. Long Shui eats. Of course, Chen Shang also set up a table, made a lot of delicious dishes for Long Shui and Ke Yumeng, and then secretly left a lot for Sister Xiaojing. The son of God Horn, who was bent over by the demon Shadow's soul, was also on the way to Dakan Gate, and he received many news. Shen Gongzi, Saint Wuxian wants to see me, she wants to ask me about the army of millions of divine horns. The divine horn's son said, she is already at Dakan Gate. Really? Then meet her. Chen Shang also wanted to meet this heavenless saint. After all, this woman had pitted Bai Junjun. Bai Junjun had said that he wanted revenge, and Chen Shang also wanted to avenge Bai Junjun. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4229, Bad News at Midnight. Chen Shang asked the Godhorn's son, possessed by the demon Shadow and Soul, to meet the Wuxian saint to see if there was any important intelligence collection. The heavenless saint seemed to be anxious to see the Son of God, so she made an appointment directly at the Tianyan restaurant in Dakuman Market. At night, Long Shui and Ke Yumeng were resting together, while Chen Shang was in the room by himself, waiting for news from the demon Shadow. In the middle of the night, the demon Shadow came to the Holy Pill Academy to find Chen Shang. Where is the body of the son of Godhorn? Chen Shang asked. The demon Shadow Divine Soul came directly from his soul form. Dead, killed by Wuxian saints and the others. Moying Divine Soul said. They asked me to meet in the secret room of Tianyan restaurant. I just went in, before I had time to speak, I was killed by them. So, they are going to plant this incident on Dakan sect. After all, the son of Godhorn died at Dakan sect, so the divine horned beast race has a reason to take action next. Chen Shang said. That's not bad. These saints and women gathered at Dakun Gate to find faults and to find excuses to attack Dakun Gate in the Temple of Heaven and Wuxian Temple. The demon Shadow Soul said, guess, at the same time, it shot at me. Among the people, who else? Chen Shang closed his eyes for a moment and said, Fu Yuya. Yeah, Fu Yuya and Ke Chodong are here. Moying Divine Soul said. Master Shen, the young people of Dakun sect have been bought. I think many of the older generations of Dakun sect have been infiltrated. Of Sacred Pill Academy and Rune Academy, shouldn't they have been infiltrated yet? Chen Shang frowned. Could it be that only the War Academy has been infiltrated the most thoroughly? The current situation is not optimistic. Moying Shenhun said. Why did they choose the son of Godhorn? By the way, did Saint Son of Kenglin take action? Chen Shang asked. Sacred Son of Kenglin also shot. Moying Divine Soul nodded. According to the conversation I heard from them afterwards, the reason why I chose Son of Godhorn is mainly because the orcs of the Godhorn are the most reckless and easy to get up. It's also really good. Before just a little bit of temptation, they sent a million army to capture the White Tiger clan by themselves, so they were caught by Chen Shangyan. Now that they have lost 1,000,000 troops, and the son died at Dakun Gate, they will definitely come to avenge. Next, Dakun sect is about to go to war with the Horned Orcs. As long as the Great Kun sect is consumed, the Heavenly Halls and Wuxian Divine Palace do not need to use much force to capture the Great Kun sect. If the Dakan Gate hides a very powerful force, the Halls of Heaven and Wuxian Temple can also be seen through this time. Dakun sect showed strong enough strength, then the Heavenly Palace and Wuxian Divine Palace need to find another way. This time, it was to test the Dakun sect. Master Shen, Dakan Gate is a big quagmire. The battle yard has been infiltrated. Although the Holy Pill Yard and Rune Yard are powerful, facing so many inner ghosts, I am afraid that they will eventually be disintegrated. Demon Shadow said. I know, but Dakan sect is very important in Saint Profound Star. Chen Shang wanted to control Dakan sect secretly, so that Long Jushao and the others would have a good landing point when they came to Saint Profound Star. It was late at night, but suddenly someone came to see Chen Shang. If it's someone else, you won't be able to enter the Holy Pill courtyard in the middle of the night, but the visitor is Fu Yuan, a friend of Chen Shang, so he was brought to Chen Zhang's residence. Fu Yuanyuan is also a member of the War Academy. She must be in a hurry when she comes over in the middle of the night. After entering the room, Fu Yuanyuan hurriedly closed the door and whispered, Master Shen, is it safe here? Of course it's safe, what's the matter? Chen Shang asked. I'm worried that my news will be leaked out. Fu Yuanyuan finished speaking, and quickly set up various barriers. She was also very concealed, wearing armor on the inside, black robe and mask on the outside, and she looked like a big man. What the asterisk is it? Chen Shang asked. The head teacher is dead. Fu Yuanyuan said. What? The news was so shocking that Chen Shang couldn't believe it. In his opinion, Master Dakin is still a good person, and he and Wang Tianwen went to him to chat with him before. It didn't take long before he died suddenly. He is also my elder, and he usually takes care of me. Speaking of this, Fu Yuanyuan was somewhat sad. How did you die? Chen Shang asked. I don't know, this is what my father told me. He said that Dakun sect had changed, so I hurried to seek refuge in the Holy Pill courtyard. I don't know what is going on with my father now. Fu Yuanyuan was very worried. Don't worry. Chen Shang didn't expect that this kind of thing would happen suddenly when the group of saint children and saints came to Dakin sect. They acted too fast, they actually killed the head teacher of Dakin sect directly. Of course, there are several families in Dakun sect, and behind these families are the ancestors who founded Dakun sect. It's just that these ancestors rarely appear. The last time one appeared, they still came to Duhai, but they had been killed by Chen Shang. Among these ancestors, maybe half of them took refuge in the halls of heaven or the temple of Wushan. Master Shen, what's wrong with Dakun sect? Fu Yuanyuan could also feel that great changes had taken place in Dakun sect. It's all the ghosts of the halls of heaven and Wushan temple. Chen Shang said. But don't worry, it is safe to stay in the Holy Pill courtyard. Mother-in-law Kunman's disappearance is not related to them. Fu Yuanyuan was very worried. Although Granny Kunman said she went to retreat and broke through, I always felt that she suddenly left and was led away. Chen Shang also felt this way. He suspected that the halls of heaven and Wushan temple had used any method to draw Granny Kunman out and was caught by them. Anyway, the Kun clan in God's domain could not send people to Saint Profound Star. Therefore, the halls of heaven and Wushan temple are not afraid of the Kun tribe behind Granny Kunman. Yuanyuan, don't talk nonsense about this matter for the time being. You will stay in the Holy Pill Academy during this time. Chen Shang said, all things will be handled by the Dean of the Holy Pill. He can solve it. Later, he woke up Long Shui and Ke Yumeng and let them join Fu Yuanyuan. Chen Shang immediately went to Duhai. As the Dean of the Sacred Pill, Duhai is not only highly prestigious in Dakun sect, but even in the entire sanctuary, he is a very famous alchemist. In Duhai's room, Chen Shang told Duhai what Fu Yuanyuan had told him and the death of the Son of God. Trouble. Guess, the head teacher was killed, who would they say was it? Duhai sighed after listening. Are they going to plant the death of the head teacher on Grandpa Du? Chen Shang frowned and said, it makes no sense, Grandpa Du, your Saint Pill Dean's status is so high. I have a high status. It is good that I can make alchemy, but those guys also know very well that they can't benefit from me at all. They naturally want to get rid of me with the help of the Heavenly Palace and Wushan Temple. Duhai sneered. Tianyi Liang, the war is about to begin. I will contact Wang Tianwen now to see what their attitude is in the Rune Academy. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4230, Fight with Poison. Duhai didn't leave the Holy Pill Academy immediately, because he knew that the current Holy Pill Academy was being watched very closely, so he could only contact Wang Tianwen with a messenger. Chen Shang was also waiting next to him, and then took out the messenger talisman, and also secretly contacted Wang Tianwen. Wang Tianwen is the head of the Rune Academy, and his strength is also very strong. Coupled with the runes and various equipment they master, as well as the sacred amulet, they are very important to the entire Dakin sect. Therefore, the Rune Academy was scared to death. If Wang Tianwen did anything, he would definitely be noticed immediately. Chen Shang also hoped that Wang Tianwen could calm down. After all, the entire Rune Academy was a group of irritable people, especially Wang Tianwen, he was very violent. However, Chen Shang couldn't contact Wang Tianwen. Grandpa Du, did Dean Wang return to you? Chen Shang looked at Duhai and asked. No, Duhai shook his head. Is the old Wang planted? Or is he also betrayed the Dakun sect? This is impossible. A person of his character will not be so easy to succumb. It was not long before Chen Shang and Wang Tianwen were in contact, and he could indeed feel that Wang Tianwen was very upright, but it was possible to say that he would betray the Dakun sect. After all, everyone has weaknesses. If Wang Tianwen had his family members being threatened or something, it would be hard to say. Grandpa Du, I'll take a look. Chen Shang said. You must stay in the Holy Pill courtyard, you must sit here. Du Hai quickly grabbed Chen Shang and said, you can't go, your cultivation level is too low, the ghost knows what's going on with them now. I have a bodyguard. Chen Shang smiled and said, your grandpa do you remember that there was a white dragon by my side? I heard that girl Yan Yao said, is it, she is in the Holy Pill Academy. Du Hai was surprised. Yes, I brought her here. Chen Shang smiled. With her protecting me, nothing will happen. Du Hai didn't know what Long Shui's cultivation base was, but he knew that it was a white dragon, so he was relieved. After all, dragons are very strong. Chen Shang immediately called Long Shui and told her not to tell Ke Yumeng and Fu Yuan. Before heading to the Rune Academy, Chen Shang had already sent the demon Shadow Divine Soul to investigate around and determined that many people were lurking outside the Holy Pill Academy. As he had guessed, internal fighting had taken place secretly within Dakun sect. Looking at their current movement, they wanted to take down the Holy Pill Academy and Rune Academy in peace. In the middle of the night, Chen Shang used the 6 divine mirrors to hide and flew out of the Holy Pill Academy with Long Shui to the Rune Academy. Brother Shen, I smelled a strong atmosphere of conspiracy, is there going to be a big battle? Long Shui looked very excited, because he could fight. I don't know yet. Chen Shang is also not sure whether he can stabilize the situation at Dakun Gate. The demon shadow spirit first arrived at the Rune Academy, where it was very peaceful, but it opened all the protective barriers. The defensive barrier of the Rune Academy is very powerful, and it is difficult to attack hard. And outside the Rune Academy, there are also many people hidden. Chen Shang had the purple gold jade order from the Rune Academy in his hand, and inside this jade order, there was a map hidden. Chen Shang penetrated his divine knowledge into the Zijin Yuling, and he could see the map and then a secret road. All the disciples of Zijin Yuling who can become Rune Academy are recognized by the senior leaders of the Rune Academy. They all have to sign a kind of pledge to keep their promises and cannot betray the Rune Academy. Therefore, there is such a secret in Zijin Yuling. The passage is very hidden and connects to a lake not far away. Chen Shang controlled the 6 divine mirrors, sneaked into the lake quietly, and then opened the door of the secret passage in the depths of the lake through the Zijin Yuling. Brother Shen, we are sneaky, what are we going to do? It's so exciting. Long Shui's intuition is very keen, and she has noticed that the atmosphere of this Dakun sect is very wrong. Chen Shang walked all the way, telling Long Shui about the situation of Dakun Gate. Oh, these halls of the heavens and the temples of Wushan are really going to do things. Long Shui laughed after listening to it. I am worthy of the proud Dragon Emperor, wherever I go, there will be a lot of trouble. Since this matter encountered by the Dragon Emperor, then I will definitely stop their terrifying conspiracy. Sister Shui, how are you going to stop it? Chen Shang asked. It's very simple. First grab the group of saint sons and saints and hang them for a while, and then grab the betrayers from Dakun sect to torture them to death. Long Shui said casually, it will only take 3 days at most, and it will be enough. Settle them. The Lord of the Halls of Heaven and the Palace of the Wushan Temple have already arrived at the Saint Profound Star. Chen Shang said, the biggest enemy is them. Moreover, we must protect the Dakun sect. It's a mess. Yes, it's a bit difficult. But well, it's okay to break the Dakun Gate, just rebuild it. Long Shui said, we 100 Flowers World was also rebuilt back then. Chen Shang came out of the passage and came to a hall, and found a large group of people sitting on the ground in the hall. It is not surprising that a group of people sits in the brightly illuminated hall, but this group of people is blood red, and the 7 orifices are overflowing with black mist. Chen Shang knew that they were poisoned, and they were still very terrifying. Poisonous. Long Shui was on the verge of an enemy, showing that she was also very afraid. She quickly pulled Chen Shang back to avoid them entering the poisonous gas area. They are not saved. Let's go. Long Shui secretly transmitted to Chen Shang. Sister Shui, stay here. After Chen Shang finished speaking, he threw away Long Shui's hand and ran over immediately. Long Shui could only follow it, and then fight his destiny to resist the invasion of various poisonous gases. Fortunately I arrived in time. Chen Shang quickly took out a special detoxification pill, which was made from the poison of the ape and the dragon, specifically to deal with the kind of poison that is difficult to detoxify. Ape devil dragon poison is very domineering. After entering the body, it will swallow other poisons, and then all become ape devil dragon poison. It takes time for Chen Shang to dissolve other unknown poisons, but it is easy to dissolve the poison of the ape dragon. Right now, he converted all the poison in the bodies of the people in the Rune Academy into the ape devil dragon poison, and then he could deactivate the ape devil dragon poison. The special detoxification pills he refined were also considered to be a way of thinking about poisoning and fighting poisons. The poison was not too overbearing. After turning other poisons into ape and dragon poison, they would die within 10 days without detoxification. After Chen Shang and Long Shui helped the hundreds of people in this lobby feed the special ape devil dragon detoxification pill, and suppress their original poison, those seniors with high cultivation base gradually woke up. Big brother. Wang Tianwen opened his eyes and almost cried out after seeing Chen Shang. Of course he is still very weak now, because of the ape dragon poison remaining in his body. Several other elders, waking up one after another, also excitedly called Chen Shang as the elder brother. Long Shui was very surprised that Chen Shang, a young boy, had so many old men and little brothers. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4231, Dakan Shuangyuan. Long Shui also had to admire Chen Shang. The poison that looked terrifying in her eyes was actually solved so quickly. When she was in Hundred Flowers World, she heard Yan Zilin and the others say that Chen Zhang's poison technique was very good, but there was no concept at that time. Pharaoh, who poisoned you? Chen Shang asked. This kind of poison is very powerful, and there is power from God's domain in its poison. They are all ***** from the penalty court. They came to us to make trouble. Wang Tianwen cursed in a low voice, and then talked about their poisoning process. After Chen Shang listened to it, he didn't expect that the penalty court would be so frantic that he would actually use people to explode to poison. The penalty court sent a few people over, saying that important punishments would be announced and that all the people from the Rune court should gather in this lobby. After the crowd was almost gathered, the few people in the penalty court suddenly exploded, poisonous blood and body fragments splashed all over the lobby, and a large amount of poison gas was dispersed. People with insufficient cultivation are quickly poisoned. Wang Tianwen and the old guys worked hard to help them stabilize and suppress the virulence in their bodies. At the same time, they started a big battle, and then they fell into a deep sleep state, try to see if anyone came to rescue them. If Chen Shang didn't come, even the Holy Pill Academy would not be able to detoxify them in a short time, then they would all be dead. The group of people in the Rune Academy were really strong. The inner ghost of Dakun sect knew that they could not buy them, so they had to destroy them. So next, the Holy Pill Academy is about to suffer. Chen Shang immediately contacted Duhai of the Holy Pill Academy with a talisman to make him be prepared to be on guard. Duhai was also very worried when he learned about the Rune Academy's situation. He wanted to come over and have a look. After all, so many people were poisoned, but Chen Shang told them not to come here for the time being, because the Holy Pill Academy might soon be subjected to the same methods. The poison in your body hasn't been completely solved yet. I just used another kind of poison to swallow the poison in your body, and then I have to eat my special detoxification pill to completely untie it. Chen Shang said. Chen Shang took out the detoxification pill and let Long Shui distribute it. After everyone finished eating, their complexion recovered a lot, but they were still very weak and needed a long period of recuperation. The Holy Pill Academy has a large number of pills that can help everyone recover, but it's difficult to get to the Holy Pill Academy from here. Chen Shang said. I can only transfer everyone to the Holy Pill Academy multiple times. Xiao Shen, don't be so troublesome. Our Rune Academy has a teleportation room. As long as you take a teleportation disc to the Holy Pill Academy, we will be able to get through with the Holy Pill Academy. Wang Tianwen smiled and said, the Holy Pill Academy is so small, and our group is very noisy, afraid to disturb their rest. That's good. Chen Shang nodded and said, now those traitors don't even know the situation of Rune Academy, thinking that the Rune Academy has fallen. Then we will plan and give them a surprise. I have this intention. When we recover, we will overthrow the group of scum in the penalty court. Wang Tianwen said angrily. They never thought that they would be overcast by their own people. If Chen Shang didn't arrive in time, they would all be finished. Chen Shang got a formation plate from Wang Tianwen, and then quietly returned to the Holy Pill Academy. Inside and outside the sacred pill court, it was calm in the middle of the night, and those lurking outside the sacred pill court had no action yet. Duhai arranged for Dandan to take the recovered sacred pill and transfer it to the Rune Academy through the formation, and then distribute it to the people in the Rune Academy to eat. At the same time, Duhai also opened the strongest barrier of the Holy Pill Academy. After opening this enchantment, if you want to enter the Holy Pill Courtyard, you must open the door by Duhai to pass through the entrance of the enchantment, otherwise you can only attack the enchantment. In the Dakan Gate market, news soon came out that the son of Godhorn had been killed. And it was Chen Shang from the Holy Pill Courtyard. When Chen Shang heard the news, he couldn't laugh or cry. The death of the son of Godhorn is really related to him, but I didn't expect it to be inextricably linked to him in the end. Then, there was news that Master Da Kun wanted to capture Chen Shang, and was confronted by Dean Shengdan, and finally Master Da Kun was killed. The penalty court also issued a warning to the Rune Court sheltering Chen Shang, but several people sent out were killed by the Rune Court people. Once this news came out, the entire Dakan Gate was in chaos. Among the Dakan sect, the most disciple is naturally the War Court, and the main powers of those big families are also outside the Rune Court and the Holy Pill Court. Although the Holy Pill Academy and Rune Academy are very important, their numbers are indeed small. The Battle Yard and Penalty Yard of Dakan Gate now have the Temple of Heaven and Wushan Temple behind them. Naturally, they don't need Rune Yard and Sacred Pill Yard, so they dare to do it. Overnight, the death of the son of Godhorn aroused the anger of all major forces. Those big powers are all going to crusade the Holy Pill Court and Rune Court of Dakan Gate for the death of the son of Godhorn. In particular, the Heavenly Halls and Wushan Temples of the two camps are even willing to attack the Holy Pill Academy and Rune Academy. Chen Shang has also completely understood why those saint sons and daughters are killing the Horn Saint Son, so that they have a legitimate reason to take action. I'm afraid that the son of God's Horn didn't even know he died, but he actually had this effect. The poor Divine Horn Saint Son was used by Chen Shang when he was alive to convene the millions of Divine Horn Orcs, and after his death he was used by the Heavenly Hall and Wushan Temple. Finally, the Halls of Heaven and Wushan Temple both released words, saying that the main culprits of the attack on Huatian Windy Villa were the Holy Pill Academy and Rune Academy. In short, more and more forces believed it. Chen Shang knew very well that as long as he had sufficient strength, these actions of splashing dirty water would have no effect. The Halls of Heaven and Wushan Temple have done so many dirty and evil things, but they are still active in the sanctuary with a moral image. Many people know what they are, but because they are too powerful, they dare not speak. Xiao Shen, go and rest. After a busy night, you are also very tired. Let us take care of the next thing. Duhai saw Wang Tianwen in a hall of Shengdan Academy. Wang Tianwen had eaten the detoxification pills and many other conditioning pills. He has recovered very well now. Leave it to us old things here, you young people, just hide away and shout awesome. Wang Tianwen said with a laugh, showing that he is very optimistic now. Chen Shang naturally knew that these old guys were very yin, and they were all hidden, so he didn't worry about anything anymore. He has been busy outside for so long during this period, and now he really needs to practice alchemy. Not only need to practice alchemy, he also needs to practice Qigong. Although he is an alchemist, he can't fall behind in battle, because sometimes facing some people, he needs to use his fists to communicate normally. Long Shui eats and drinks, she is still the same as before, without practicing, eating, drinking and sleeping can improve her cultivation. Like pigs, they can grow meat quickly by eating, drinking and sleeping. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4232, Holy Soul Pill. Ke Yuanfei was also in the Holy Pill Academy. If he were outside, he might be dead now. Now that he learned about the situation of the Holy Pill Academy and the Rune Academy, Ke Yuanfei also immediately understood that a group of people from Dakan Gate took refuge in the Hall of Heaven and the Temple of Wushan. Mainly because Kun Min, the founder of the mountain, was not there, so they were so arrogant. Chen Shang secretly guessed that Kun Min was either dead or went to God's domain. People from several other families in Da Kun sect were sure that Kun Min could not show up, so they dared to act like this, because they were somewhat afraid of Kun Min. Not to mention those big families, even the Halls of Heaven and the Temple of Wushan, they are very jealous of Kun Min. Chen Shang could not contact Kun Min, but he thought that Kun Min would not die so easily, so it was very likely that it was the Ascendant God realm, and this matter was also confirmed by the Heavenly Halls and Wushan Temple. Mrs. Kunmin, it's really not time for you to leave. Chen Shang sighed, then continued to practice alchemy. I don't know how much the Heavens Hall and Wushan Temple will pay for Da Kun sect. As long as the Rune Academy and the Holy Pill Academy are destroyed, the Dakan Gate, the overlord sect of the Saint Profound Star, will fall into the hands of the Heavens Hall and the Wushan Divine Palace. As for the Kanglan Dragon Gate, it must have already belonged to those two forces. Minions. At the moment, only Heavenly Mother Holy Palace can fight them. Du Hai only found 10 pill furnaces for Chen Shang that met his requirements, and Chen Shang now also began to try, while controlling 10 pill furnaces to make alchemy. He intends to personally refine a holy soul puppet attached to the pill furnace, and at the same time improve the pill furnace. The holy soul puppet has the consciousness of alchemy and becomes the soul of the alchemy furnace, so that it can control the alchemy furnace by itself. Then put it in the 6 magic mirrors, let the little mirror absorb the DZI through the 6 magic mirrors and set it on fire. Chen Shang had collected a lot of souls before, on the one hand to refine the holy soul pill, and on the other to use it for holy soul puppets. The holy soul puppet he is going to refine now is named the holy soul pill puppet, which is considered to be a kind of tool soul. Unlike the tool soul is nurtured, capable of self-initiating thoughts and thinking on its own. The thoughts and consciousness of the holy soul pill puppet were all injected by Chen Shang, and they were very single, and they would not produce thoughts and other consciousness by themselves. And if Chen Shang needed it, he could wipe out their consciousness of alchemy and replace other consciousness. It takes a long time to conceive and cultivate the soul of the device before it can truly grow up. As for the spirit of alchemy, it is even more difficult, at least Sister Xiaojing, the spirit of alchemy, can't learn alchemy. Chen Shang began to proceed immediately. With his powerful soul, coupled with the soul refining technique he realized from his own perception, it was not difficult to refine the holy soul pill. You know, he is the person who created the world crowd of the universe, and he is very skilled in the use of the heavenly refining technique, and his soul has been integrated with the heavenly refining technique. The technique of heaven refining can not only refining alchemy, but also refining soul, or refining equipment. Chen Shang already had a holy soul puppet himself, so he could also have a reference. In his own exploration, he only spent 2 days to refine a holy soul pill puppet. He was injecting several simple alchemy memories into the holy soul pill puppet, and then put it into the pill furnace, and began to let the holy soul pill puppet control the pill furnace alchemy. The effect is very good, even the flame is well controlled. After seeing the demon shadow divine soul next to him, he was amazed. This kind of holy soul pill puppet has never appeared even in God's domain. How exactly is this made? This is simply the pill to transform the spirit. The so-called pill prescription is not only the formula of the required medicinal materials, but also the entire detailed process of alchemy. It's not difficult, this thing is very easy to refine. Chen Shang laughed. It just consumes more soul. In the process of refining the holy soul pill puppet, Chen Shang also failed, and each failure would lose a lot of soul. Fortunately, he had grasped a lot of powerful souls before, otherwise it was not enough for him to consume. The soul in his hand still needs to refine the holy soul pill to raise the ape dragon and the magic shadow soul, so he can't use it all at once. After refining one, Chen Zhang's next refining can be handy, reducing a lot of soul loss. He knew very well that the main reason why he was able to succeed so easily was because of the proud furnace. The holy soul pill puppet was refined in the Aoshi Shen furnace, and Chen Shang now feels more and more that the use of this Aoshi Shen furnace with the technique of heavenly refining is simply a dream come true. The 10 holy soul pill puppets were refined by Chen Shang in just a few days, and then it was much easier for Chen Shang to refine a large number of detoxification pills. Those 10 pill puppets can also refine good sacred pill at present. For example, the third order sacred pill is no problem. After Chen Shang has enough souls, he can strengthen the pill puppet so that he can refine higher level sacred pill. Dan. Chen Shang secretly contacted Dalong and Hua Gangyan, asking them to help purchase a large amount of Shengli Yuan and medicinal materials. Chen Shang wanted to refine the sacred power pill and improve his cultivation as soon as possible. His current cultivation base is really too low, the 2 great powers of the Holy Venerable Realm have already appeared, and he is still only the Great Sacred Realm, too far apart. He had an estimate of his own strength, he needed at least the Holy Sovereign Realm, and then relying on the Azure Dragon Slaughter Demon Blade and the 6 Divine Mirrors, it was possible to kill the Holy Sovereign Realm. Outside, Du Hai and Wang Tianwen had already fought various forces for several rounds, and in the end they were unable to capture the Holy Pill Academy and Rune Academy. Moreover, Duhai's prestige is extremely high, and they all have concerns about their actions. After all, Duhai is a very powerful alchemist, and many people want him to make alchemy. Whether it is the Palace of Heaven or the Temple of Wushan, they all want to incorporate Duhai. Bai Junjun has also recovered. She still remembers Long Shuiyi, and Long Shuiyi also has a little memory of her, missing the part about Chen Shang. But this didn't affect anything. They quickly developed a good sisterhood relationship, and they were all foodies, and they were all able to cultivate by eating, drinking, and sleeping. It can be said to be very similar. Kei Yumeng worked hard to learn alchemy, and he could only play with them when he had time, so most of the time, Bai Junjun and Long Shuiyi were naughty in the Holy Pill Courtyard. Brother Shen, when will you leave the customs? Bai Junjun has come to see Chen Shang several times, thinking about Chen Zhang's fried meat. Alright, I'm cultivating, Chen Shang said. I want to see the Tiger Clan divine treasure. Bai Junjun said with a smile. There is an underground secret room in the Holy Pill Courtyard. It should be okay to open it there. No, if you can't control it, I'm afraid the Holy Pill Courtyard will be lifted off. Of course, Chen Shang also wanted to see what the White Tiger Warrior was like. Brother Shen, why don't we go outside and open it? If there is a lot of movement, we will just sit in the mirror and slip away. Besides, Xiaojun and I are here. We are invincible, we must be invincible. Alright, when I get out, I'll go outside and open it. Chen Shang thought for a while, and agreed to stay away from Dakan Gate, find a place to open the box, and see what the White Tiger Soldier looks like. Do you like this site? Donate here. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4233, The Sun Has Soul Fu. Chen Shang worried that the White Tiger Soldier in the box was too strong to be suppressed at that time, and then ran away by himself. After so many years, the ghost knew what kind of temperament the White Tiger God Soldier had now. Even Sister Xiaojing can't contact the White Tiger God Soldier in the box now, indicating that she is out of Sister Xiaojing's control. Back then, the 4 elephants were refinished by Bai Huatiandi. Sister Xiaojing also participated in the sacrifice of the 4 elephants. She should be the main soul of the 4 elephants. For example, now, she is still the soul of Qinglong Tumodao. But later, she couldn't control the other 4 elephant soldiers, and the induction gradually weakened, and then she could no longer perceive the 4 elephant soldiers. Therefore, Chen Shang was more worried that the 6 magic mirrors would not be able to suppress the White Tiger God Soldier. After all, when the White Tiger God Soldier was summoned, the power was very terrifying. Refined by the White Tiger clan and tempered by the power of the Aoshi Universe Law, this White Tiger divine weapon must be very powerful. Chen Shang is still refining alchemy. He wants to refine more detoxification pills and various poison pills. Of course, there are also some pill furnaces that are refining the Shengli Yuan pill by themselves. Chen Shang ate the Holy Power Yuan pill, and his cultivation level also improved very quickly. Now he is the pinnacle of the Great Sacred Realm. He will soon be able to step into the Saint Master Realm. And this was just a few days of cultivation, mainly because the Sacred Power Yuan Dan he refined was much better than what Duhai gave him. His sacred power pills were all refined through the Holy Soul Pill Control Pill Furnace, but after it was released, he put them into the Proud World God Furnace, and then blended a large number of DZI beads into it again, so his Sacred Force Yuan Dan contains a lot of energy. Long Shuiyi and Bai Junjun made sure that Chen Shang was going to open the box without disturbing Chen Shang, so they just waited for Chen Shang to leave the customs. Not long after they left the door of Chen Zhang's secret room, Chen Shang suddenly broke through and stepped into the Saint Master Realm. The density of the Dao Yuan crystal condensed from the heavenly Dao seed in his heart has also increased dramatically. The higher the cultivation base, the greater the density of the Dao Yuan crystal, and the stronger the Dao Yuan holy power condensed through the Dao Yuan crystal. The stronger Dao Yuan's holy power is, the stronger the body and soul can be tempered, and the overall improvement can be achieved. Chen Shang released the Dao Yuan sacred power, and he could sense his Dao Yuan sacred power, which contained even more holy crystal dust. Before the Great Saint Realm period, the Dao Yuan saint power released, the saint crystal dust was very thin, but now the saint crystal dust has increased significantly. It's just that the Saint Master Realm is not enough. I have to step into the Saint King Realm quickly, and then reach the peak of the Saint King Realm. Only then can I have the power to fight the Saint King Realm. Chen Shang now doesn't expect Kunmin to appear. If he wants to solve the crisis of Da Kun sect, he himself must be strong enough to fight against the Holy Venerable Realm. Du Hai and Wang Tianwen, the two directors, also showed extremely powerful strength, resisting great pressure, and they were not breached by the war court and the penalty court. The core double courtyard of Dakan Gate is still strong after all, and many onlookers in Dakan Gate were amazed by it. Many sects or families have many people coming, but they have not ended. The Wushan Temple and the halls of heaven have not officially ended yet. After all, this is the internal conflict of Dakun sect, and they are now out of the game, forcing the Rune Academy and the Holy Pill Academy to make the same thing, then trouble. Therefore, the Temple of Heaven and the Temple of Wushan, planning to wait until the Rune Academy and the Holy Pill Academy are almost consumed, and then get rid of them, so that the loss can be very small. After Chen Shang left the customs, he contacted Du Hai and asked about the current situation. Both Du Hai and Wang Tianwen said that the problem is not big now, and they are also waiting for the end of the Temple of Heaven and Wushan Temple. They should be caught off guard. In other words, both Du Hai and Wang Tianwen have not released their utmost skills, and they are reserved for the halls of heaven and the Temple of Wushan. Chen Shang didn't ask them what hole cards they had. He was still very relieved of the two old seniors. He could become the deans of the core double house, but they weren't little white rabbits, and he wasn't that easy to bully. Moreover, looking at their tone, it seems that they want to kill an enemy's holy venerable realm to raise their power. The sons of the heavens were still in Shen Zhang's hands, and Chen Shang contacted Hua Gangyan. Hua Gangyan told Chen Shang not to rush to find the heavenly palace, because now is not the time. Chen Shang took Long Shui and Bai Junjun, and left the Holy Pill Academy. He planned to find Hua Gangyan first, and then open the box of the White Tiger God Soldier. Moreover, he asked Hua Gangyan to bring many delicious holy fruits. Hua Gangyan's injury has recovered, and he is also in the Dakan Gate's market, but he dared not meet Chen Shang at Dakan Gate. Instead, he stayed away from Dakan Gate and met Chen Shang in a barren mountain. Hua Gangyan gave many medicinal materials, all of which were used to refine the Shengli Yuandan, and he also confiscated Chen Zhang's DZI, which was regarded as a gift from him to Chen Shang. Then there are a lot of delicious sacred fruits, as well as various snacks and other delicious things, all of which are very famous snacks in Kanglan Haicheng, which are very expensive. Both Bai Junjun and Long Shui wore masks and white costumes. They followed Chen Shang and met with Hua Gangyan in a barren mountain. They heard all kinds of delicious food offered by Hua Gangyan, and they wanted to kick Hua Gangyan right away. Open, then take off the mask and have a big meal. Of course, the food that Hua Gangyan gave was placed in a storage bag and was hidden by Chen Shang. Chen Shang could feel the aura of Bai Junjun and Long Shui, even Hua Gangyan was shocked. In Hua Gangyan's opinion, the two female bodyguards around Chen Shang were as terrible as they were about to eat people. Boss Flower, are you really sure that Zudian Temple is willing to pay a high price to redeem the sons of the heavens? Chen Shang asked. Bai Junjun also knew about the arrest of the saint son of the heavens, and she went into the six-god mirror to beat up the saint. Very sure. I just inquired about a small piece of news. I am not sure for the time being, but I think it's not far from 10. Hua Gangyan looked around and lowered his voice. The sons of the heavens have soul gifts. Quote. Huh, Chen Shang exclaimed. Long Shui and Bai Junjun next to them were also very surprised, showing that they both knew the importance of soul prowess. Soul fu cannot be cultivated, this kind of precious thing is born. If the sons of the heavens really have a soul gift, the temple of the heavens will surely redeem it at an expensive price. Where did the gossip come from? Chen Shang asked. Are you sure? I slept with the concubine of a son of the Lord of the Heavens. In order to please me, the concubine told me many secrets. She also said that she had slept with the sons of the heavens, and the sons of the heavens told her. Hua just said hee hee with a smile. Okay, boss, you have a really good time. Chen Shang smiled. Are you sure this news is true? I just can't be sure, so I can only say it is a gossip. Hua Gangyan said. When I find a way to sleep more, the women next to the big brothers of the heavens probe their tone. Chen Shang really didn't expect that a guy like Hua Gangyan could actually rely on betraying his hue in exchange for information. This is a rare talent. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4234, Out of the Box. Chen Shang always felt that when Hua Gangyan hooked up with other people's wives, he should not rely on her face, but on poison. This guy must have a lot of evil poison. Chen Shang secretly mourned for a few seconds of silence for the top of the heavens. It is estimated that those little concubines will be slept all over by Hua Gangyan. Chen Shang understood now why Hua Gang said that he was not afraid of the high levels of the heavenly halls at all, and he always wanted to embezzle the wealth of the heavenly halls. It should be that he had offended too many high levels of the heavens hall. Hua Gang said that he knew very well that the things he did would be stabbed out sooner or later, and he would definitely be chased to death by the heavens, so he would take advantage of it now. Boss Hua, did you use poison to kill the high-level women in the heavens? Chen Shang asked. Of course, haha, my murderous poison may not be good, but the stealing poison is very powerful. Let alone women, I can handle even men, ha ha ha. Hua Gang said with a smug smile said, Shen Gongzi, I will give you some, do you want to? Long Shui and Bai Junjun next to him didn't say anything. Long Shui knew what it was, but Bai Junjun didn't know it, but was just curious. Go and go, I don't need this kind of thing. Chen Shang despised. You don't want to harm other people's good girls. None of the high-level women in the halls of heaven are fuel-efficient lamps. They are already messy inside. Hua Gang said, Master Shen, would you like to try? I can help you arrange it, he. Quote. Leave you, Chen Shang scolded with a smile. You old-fashioned critics, it's better to stop, lest you die in the hands of a woman one day. Die under the peony flower, and be a ghost. Hua Gangyan said with a smile. Hua Gangyan is the owner of Huatian Judy Mountain Villa, he must have seen a lot, and he is a very flowery person. By the way, you help me investigate the Shen family. Chen Shang said, you palaces of heaven, should you have a lot of information about the Shen family? What, son of Shen, did you run out of the Shen family? Or are you the illegitimate son of the Shen family? Hua Gangyan was shocked, he had never connected Shen Shang to the Shen family before. No, don't think about it. Is the Shen family very powerful? Shen Shang asked. It's just that some people mistake me for the Shen family, so I want to understand. The Shen family's strength is unfathomable. They rarely come out, but it's hard to tell now. I got news before. Now that the situation in Sanctuary, the Shen family might come out. Hua Gang said. As for investigation the Shen family, forget it, the Shen family is very mysterious, even the Palace of Heaven doesn't have much relevant information. Then help me investigate the matter about Kunmin. Chen Shang said. The senior officials of the Halls of Heaven should know about Kunmin's recent movements. Kunmin, she seems to be the founder of Da Kun sect. Hua Gang said in surprise. Yes, you find a way to help me investigate and see if there is any news. Chen Shang wanted to determine Kunmin's current situation, whether he died or went to God's domain. Okay, Hua Gang promised and said. Then I will go first, and I will continue to watch your Dakan gate. Go, but be careful, Dakuman double courtyard is still very strong. Don't get involved, Chen Shang exhorted. After Hua Gang said to leave, Bai Junjun and Long Shui immediately took off their masks and stared at Chen Shang. Don't rush to eat, you heard it just now. Hua Gang said that this old man is very good at using poison. The ghost knows what poison he puts on those things. I have to check it. Chen Shang really wanted to guard against it, so he carefully checked the food. I'm not afraid, his poison can't help me. Long Shui can't wait. What kind of poison are his poisons? Make the women at the top of the Temple of Heaven fall in love with him. Brother Shen, why don't you ask him to give you some? Bai Junjun said. Junjun, that kind of poison is very evil. It's not that it makes women fall in love with him, but... Long Shui coughed a few times before continuing, and said, what kind of ecstasy or something? Quote. So it's like this. Bai Junjun nodded, seemingly understanding. After Chen Shang checked, he made sure that the food was okay, and then gave Bai Junjun and Long Shui to eat. On the 6 magic mirrors, he flew north along the way, away from Dakan Gate, to the deepest part of this barren mountain. At night, Chen Shang landed on the top of a high mountain, which was already in the depths of this mountain, very far from Dakun Gate. Just open that box here. Chen Shang said. It should be okay, Bai Junjun said. Brother Shen, you were originally the master of the White Tiger Warrior, and I belong to the White Tiger Warrior clan. I can definitely suppress the White Tiger Warrior. Besides, there is also Sister Xiaojing here. Quote. There is still me, and me. Just a mere White Tiger soldier, my proud Dragon Emperor will surely be able to easily suppress it. Long Shui said. Shen Gongzi, open it. Chen Shang had already taken out the long box from the 6 magic mirrors. I guess it's a short sword. Bai Junjun said. I guess it's a stick. Long Shui smiled. You Baihu warriors, it's not like using a short sword. We don't use sticks either. Bai Junjun shook her head. then looked at Chen Shang and asked, "Brother Shen, what do you think it will be?" "It's not too long. Is it a claw hook or something?" Chen Shang couldn't see through the box either. "It's not like, we Baihu Zanzu don't use that kind of thing." Bai Junjun shook his head and said, "Could it be that it is not a common weapon?" "I know what it is. It's a spatula, used for frying meat." The elders of the White Tiger War clan watch the stars at night, knowing that the owner of the White Tiger Warrior is a chef, so they redo the White Tiger Warrior, which is just a spatula. Long Shui said seriously. Chen Shang couldn't help squeezing her face, and smiled, "Little greedy dragon, I want to eat everything. Don't guess, if you want to give me a spatula, I have to blast your head with the spatula." "Huh, I think only a spatula is the most suitable for you. Master Shen, you can be a cook and cook for us quietly. Let me and Junjun for fighting or something. We don't want any GBs, just eat your food." Long Shui said seriously. Bai Junjun also nodded. Chen Shang was speechless, shook his head, and then opened the box. After opening, a very cold white light flashed out, making people feel a cold chill pouring into the body. Bai Junjun and Long Shui both yelled in surprise, then shivered, only feeling very cold. "This is a folding fan." Chen Shang picked up the snow-white folding fan, somewhat surprised. "It looks quite ordinary." The moment he opened the folding fan, a violent and cold breath spread. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4235, Baihu Jingyu Fan. After the folding fan is turned on, the movement is said to be big or not, but not small. There is no such kind of movement that shakes the mountains. However, the moment the folding fan unfolded, it seemed that the entire Juyu Hell was trembling. That kind of spiritual influence makes people seem to be able to hear the various demons in Juyu Hell wailing in terror. Although the aura is extremely violent, it is suppressed by the killing aura of Baihu. The folding fan is as pure as snow, pure and without impurities, emitting a faint light of holiness, just like the purest thing in the world. However, the folding fan does give people an endless killing power, suppressing the extremely evil Juyu Hell. Bai Junjun and Long Shui beside them all looked in a daze. "This is a fan, can it be used as a weapon?" Long Shui asked. "We, Baihu Zanzu, don't like to use a fan." Bai Junjun frowned slightly. "Why is it a fan?" Chen Shang looked inside the box, only to see the words, "Baihu Jingyu Fan," engraved in the box. "Baihu Jingyu Fan." Long Shui said these words, and then muttered, "This name is weird. I think it is better to call Baihu Wudi Xuanfan. Or, Baihu A Ocean Town Juyu Fan. How long is the name?" Chen Shang laughed. "The longer it is, the more powerful it is." Long Shui pouted. "Brother Shen, this fan is not strong with the momentum of the White Tiger Warrior clan. Although the killing force is the White Tiger Warrior clan, it is not a familiar feeling to me." Bai Junjun said, "Try to see how powerful it is. My cultivation base is too low, I can't show it." Chen Shang handed it to Bai Junjun, and said, "Junjun, come and try." "Brother, does Baihu Jingyu Fan have a soul?" Sister Xiaojing said. "It seems, no, I didn't feel it anyway." Chen Shang felt intimidated and groaned, and said, "Sister Xiaojing, you try." Chen Shang used 6 magic mirrors to illuminate the Baihu Jingyu Fan. After a while, the little mirror sister said, "There is no weapon soul." "Isn't this great? You can become the soul of Baihu Jingyu Fan." Chen Shang laughed. "No, the Baihu Jingyu Fan should have a weapon soul." Little Jing said, "I can feel that there was a weapon soul left in it. If there is no weapon soul, the power will be greatly reduced." Bai Junjun took the Baihu Jingyu Fan, held it in her hand and felt it carefully, and said, "Could it be that something went wrong when summoning the Baihu divine weapon?" "No, the weapon soul was forcibly stripped out." Sister Xiaojing said. "Sister Junjun, you can try it first." "Okay." Bai Junjun held the Baihu Jingyu Fan and fanned out a gust of wind in front of her, and saw a burst of white mist gushing out. Along with the violent anger, she could see many white demon ghosts and rushed past. "It consumes spiritual sense to use. I have a headache." Bai Junjun instantly became listless, and the hand holding the fan was trembling slightly. "Shen's soul is so powerful, so it is suitable for him to use." Long Shui said. Chen Shang held it in his hand and said, "If it is usually held in his hand, will it be too public?" "I don't think so." Long Shui said. "If you can control it, you won't have that power when you unfold the fan in the future." "Yes." Chen Shang tried secretly, but he didn't expect to control it soon. Unlike the fan before, it was very scary. It looks like a normal folding fan after restraining it now. Bai Junjun said. She ate the holy soul pill given by Chen Shang and quickly became energetic. Chen Shang casually shook it a few times, fanning out a very ordinary wind, and then nodded in satisfaction. You can hold it in your hand anytime, it's handsome. Then, he threw the unfolded fan again. When the fan was spinning, it was very sharp and quickly flew to the distant mountain. With Chen Zhang's control, a burst of vigor erupted from the fan, cutting off the mountain in an instant. It's amazing, Long Shui exclaimed. Try it, it's not hackable. Chen Shang controlled the fan to fly back, and then Long Shui took out a knife that was not particularly strong, and struck down the hanging Baihu Jingyu fan very vigorously. Boom! Long Shui was shaken flying, this mountain was also shaken and collapsed, and the knife in her hand was even shattered. Chen Shang quickly released the 6 magic mirrors, and everyone jumped up and flew away. Baihu Jingyu fan should have many powerful abilities, just because there is no weapon soul, so many abilities need to be explored by myself. Little Mirror Sister said. I can't be a fan soul now, even if I become a weapon soul, it has no effect. Quote. Although there is no weapon soul, it is very easy to use now. Chen Shang also liked this fan very much, and was holding it in his hand to fan the cool breeze. The 6 magic mirrors flew back to Dakun Gate. After flying for a few hours, Du Hai Chuanian contacted Chen Shang. Xiao Shen, are you not in the Holy Pill Academy? Those guys want to negotiate terms with us. Du Hai said, they are not willing to pay a high price to take us, and the temples of heaven and Wushan Temple are also afraid that we will hide our backs. Yin them, so after they can't beat them for a long time, they want to pass the competition. Compared to what? Alchemy, or fighting? Chen Shang asked. They all know that our alchemy and runes are very powerful, so they chose to fight. And it is the battle of the Holy Monarch. Whoever wins the 3 battles first on both sides will get the holy power. If we win, the battle hall and the penalty hall just leave Dakan Gate. Du Hai said. It's easy. Chen Shang smiled. It's not easy. Our Holy Pill Academy and Rune Academy, alchemy and runes can be compared, even if the Temple of Heaven and Wushan Temple will end, we are not afraid. However, the battle in the Holy King Realm, if we restrict our use of weapons, or something. Yes, we must not be able to beat them. Du Hai sighed. The Rune Academy and the Holy Pill Academy are both alchemy or main attack runes, and the majority of the Holy Monarchs are middle-aged and elderly. They are very weak in combat. Grandpa Du, Qin Shui and Junjun represent the Rune Academy and the Sacred Pill Academy in the battle. Chen Shang laughed. Ah, are they all of the Holy Sovereign Realm? As far as I know, Wushan Temple and Zudian Temple must send people to fight to ensure that they can defeat us. So they can replace it. Du Hai said. If you are sure to win, then I promise them. By the way, are there any details about the rules? Chen Shang asked. Each person can only fight 1 game. So on our side, we must have 3 sacred monarch realms that can win stably. Du Hai said. Wait, let me ask Shui. Chen Shang knew that Bai Junjun was in the Saint Monarch realm, but Long Shui didn't know. After telling Long Shui about Bidu, she was very excited and said, no problem, I am the Holy Sovereign Realm. Little greedy dragon, are you sure you won't be detected? Chen Shang was a little worried. Let's go back and let the old man of the Rune Academy test me. Long Shui smiled and said, make sure that when they test me, they find that I am only a great holy realm. If Long Shui and Bai Junjun can play, then with Chen Shang, they can ensure they can win 3 games here. Chen Shang is still not sure whether Long Shui can hide the test, so he has to go back to the Holy Pill Academy to confirm this before he can answer Du Hai. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4236, Crystal Core. After several days of observation, Wushan Temple and Zudian Temple, I probably understand the defense situation of Rune Courtyard and Holy Pill Courtyard. After their assessment, they felt that if they attacked, they would also suffer huge losses. They don't want to lose too much, or it won't be worth it. So they came up with a way, which is to propose a fight, and conduct a gambling in this way. Although there are certain risks, they believe that the odds of winning are very high. As long as they win, they can control the Dakan sect at a small price, even without paying any price. There are no disciples who are mainly fighting in the Rune Academy and the Holy Pill Academy. If they compete and fight, they will never lose. The War Court and the Penalty Court are mainly focused on fighting, and besides, there are also the Temples of Heaven and the Temple of Wushan who help each other behind, and it is difficult to lose. Chen Shang and the others took the 6 magic mirrors and quickly flew back to the Holy Pill Academy. At the moment it was dawn, and the war court and the penalty court gave Duhai and them 3 days to consider. If they do not agree to fight and bet, then they will launch a general offensive, and they will lose both. There are not many disciples in Rune Academy and Holy Pill Academy, and they are not good at fighting. Each disciple is very precious. The battle yard is different from the penalty yard. They have a large number of cannon fodder disciples, and there are Wushan Temple and Zudian Temple behind them. If it were to fight, it would seem that both sides would be hurt, but the Rune and Sacred Pill schools must have suffered heavy losses. Chen Shang took Bai Junjun and Long Shuiyi to meet with Wang Tianwen and Duhai and other elders in the hall. If we agree to fight and bet, if we lose, they are willing to let us go and let us leave Dakan Gate. Duhai said, this is not a bad result for us either. Did the battle yard and penalty court let us go? Or the Heavens Hall and Wushan Shrine? Chen Shang said, if it's just the battle yard and penalty court, it's meaningless. The Heavens Palace and Wushan Shrine will still chase us of. When we talk, we will ask them to send representatives of Zudian Temple and Wushan Temple to confirm the gambling contract with us. Wang Tianwen said, so no matter whether we win or lose, we will not face a big battle. Wang Tianwen and Duhai didn't want each other to do their best to attack, because they would lose many outstanding disciples by then. Long Shuiyi is accepting several elders' magic weapons for testing and repairing. The result of the test is amazing, it's only from the Great Sacred Realm. After being tested, Chen Shang was in the Holy Master Realm. Duhai was quite surprised, because he remembered that Chen Shang had just stepped into the Great Sacred Realm not long ago. Within a few days, he actually broke through and stepped directly into the Saint Master Realm. Bai Junjun is the pinnacle of the Saint Sovereign Realm, and her Dao Yuan Saint power is very powerful, which amazes all the older generations. Neither Junjun nor Shuiyi knows how to refine alchemy and runes. Can they become disciples of the Holy Pill Academy and Rune Academy? Chen Shang asked. There is no rule that to become a disciple of our double courtyard, you must know how to make alchemy and understand runes. Duhai smiled. Grandpa Du, can I be an elder? Long Shuiyi smiled. Of course. Duhai agreed very simply, and said with a smile, Shuiyi, or else. You and Junjun are the guardians of our Rune Academy and Holy Pill Academy. They are mainly responsible for teaching our double courtyard. Disciple fight. Great. Long Shuiyi laughed excitedly. My dragon guardian will definitely let those guys see, our Holy Pill Academy is amazing. Will the other side send a Wushan saint? Bai Junjun is very concerned about this, because the Wushan saint is her enemy. It will definitely be sent. Among the saints' realm, these saints and saints are the strongest. Wang Tianwen asked, Junjun, are you worried about facing the heavenless saints? Of course not, I wish I could single-handedly challenge her. I can kill her with one paw. Bai Junjun gritted her teeth and said, I have enemies with her, but she always besieged me with a group of people, never giving I have a chance to challenge her. Bai Junjun can fight across a large realm, even in the Saint King realm, she may not be able to beat her. I'm not worried about Shuiyi. I'm just worried about Xiao Shenyu. Duhai said, Little Shen, you can't use weapons or poison when you fight. Everyone immediately looked at Chen Shang. If you use equipment and poison, there are not enough Saint Sovereign realms that Chen Shang can destroy, but if you don't use these, Chen Zhang's strength is hard to say. Don't worry, although I am not good at fighting, I am an alchemist after all. I eat a lot of pills, and my body is very patient. Chen Shang smiled and said, just look at it, and I will definitely win. After the discussion, Duhai immediately contacted the war court and the penalty court, and then made tokens to Bai Junjun and Long Shuiyi at the same time, so that they could fight as law protectors. Lao Wang and I will go to them to sign a gambling contract right at the door. After signing the contract, we will be temporarily safe. Duhai said. Okay, Chen Shang nodded, and said, then I will retreat for a few days and get ready to prepare. Duhai and Wang Tianwen had nothing to teach Chen Shang, they could only give some auxiliary things to help Chen Shang improve his cultivation. For example, the entire Sacred Pill Academy would frantically refine all kinds of sacred pills to improve cultivation for Chen Shang to eat. The Rune Academy uses various magic formations to condense the energy between heaven and earth and transport it to Chen Zhang's secret room to help him quickly increase his cultivation base and increase the density of Dao Yuanjing. Chen Zhang's retreat was mainly to comprehend some exercises, such as the 4-image magic, or to improve the exercises that were easier to use in the past. After Du Hai and Wang Tianwen went to the Rune Academy and Shungdan Academy to sign the gambling contract, they also won 5 days. The gambling battle began 5 days later, in the big battlefield in the center of Dakan Gate, which was a very spacious square. Chen Shang himself was also madly refining alchemy, letting the Holy Soul Pill puppet control the pill furnace and refining a large number of 4th-order Holy Power Yuan pill. His Dao Yuan Jing wants to improve his realm, and it needs to absorb a lot of energy, so under the same cultivation base, his Dao Yuan Jing has a much higher density than others. The Most Holy Realm, the Great Holy Realm, the Holy Master Realm, and the Holy Monarch Realm, all mainly cultivate Dao Yuan Jing. Increase the density of Dao Yuan Jing and release Dao Yuan's holy power, the more holy crystal dust reaches, the Dao Yuan's holy power the stronger. Chen Shang spent 5 days in retreat and practiced, spreading his palms, he could feel the holy crystal dust very dense. There are 3 crystal nuclei in my Dao Yuan Jing, which means that I am in the Saint Master realm. The crystal nucleus was not obvious before, but now I have achieved the Saint Master realm's great perfection. Chen Shang carefully observed the nucleus of Dao Yuanjing in his body, and it was clear now. His 3rd crystal nucleus is still relatively small. It is the crystal nucleus condensed from the Saint Master realm. It is only the Great Perfection realm now. If it is the peak realm, it will be as big as the other 2 crystal nuclei. Give me a few more days, maybe I will be able to step into the Holy Sovereign realm. Chen Shang has eaten a lot of pills in the past few days, and he has cultivated them, but most of them are made by the entire Holy Pill Academy with all their strength. Of World Defying Dan God Chapter 4237, Double Soul Fu. At night, Chen Shang was still in the secret room, but in the past few days, Long Shuiyi and Bai Junjun had eaten a lot of food. Du Hai had already seen that they were all mythical beasts, so it was normal for them to like to eat, and would try their best to meet their requirements. In contrast, Chen Shang had eaten so many pills, but almost emptied the property of the Holy Pill Academy. Chen Shang naturally knew that the Holy Pill Academy had paid a great deal this time, so he also felt very embarrassed. If he survives this crisis, he will help the Holy Pill Academy to improve in all aspects, and he can create some good alchemy and alchemy methods. Boss Shen, are you in the Holy Pill Academy? It was Hua Gangyan who contacted Chen Shang with a messenger. I'm in the Sacred Pill Academy. You should have heard about the gambling battle, right? Chen Shang asked. It will start tomorrow. I heard. Will you play? Hua Gang said that he was a little worried that Chen Shang would play, because he knew that Chen Zhang's cultivation base was high, and he was afraid that something would happen to Chen Shang. Of course I will play. Chen Shang smiled. Don't worry, I will definitely win. Boss Shen, I found out about Kun Min. Hua Gang said. The Lord of the Heavens came this time and brought a few concubines. I slept with one of them, and my waist was about to break. I finally came up with something. Say it. Chen Shang didn't expect Hua Gang to make progress so quickly. Kun Min went to God's domain. And she can only go to God's domain with the help of Wushan Temple and Zudian Temple. Hua Gangyan said. There is a teleportation formation inside the Zudian Temple, which can be opened before, and Kun Min is through that the realm of the teleportation array. Sure enough, it's no wonder that they dared to fight Da Kun sect, just because Kun Min was not there. This confirmed Chen Zhang's previous guess. There is another piece of news about the soul poems of the saints of the heavens. Hua Gang said suddenly a little excited. Boss Shen, Brother Shen, you must be optimistic about the saints of the heavens, this is a treasure. Sure he has a soul gift? Chen Shang asked. I can't be sure, but I asked for another piece of news. The saints of the heavens have a double soul gift. Hua Gang said. Boss Shen, do you know what this means? What? Double soul fu? Doesn't it mean that each person can only have one soul fu? Chen Shang was surprised. Are you sure this is true? Each person can indeed only have one soul gift, but the dog thing of Saint Son of the Heavens may have 2 soul gifts. Hua Gang said. I heard that Xiao Sao Pai said, the soul of Saint Son of Heaven it's quite special, it can hold multiple soul gifts. Really? Chen Zhang's eyes rolled back and forth. If this is the case, he does not intend to return the Son of Heaven. I'm not sure yet, but now the palaces of heaven are jumping up and down. It should be true, the value of that dog thing has exceeded our previous estimate. Hua Gang said, Boss Shen, this planting things is terrible, I don't dare to make any crooked ideas. You mean? Chen Shang didn't quite understand what Hua Gang said. Well, you and I will join forces and try to see how much property you can get from the Hall of Heavens. If it doesn't work, you can dispose of the Son of Heaven by yourself. In any case, you can't let that guy return to the Hall of Heaven. Hua Gang said, otherwise, the Temple of Heaven will be strong to heaven in the future. Hua Gangyan did a lot of betrayal of the heavens. If the heavens become stronger, he will undoubtedly die. I see, we'll talk about this later. Chen Shang also felt that this matter was very important, and then immediately contacted Long Shui and Bai Junjun to make them tight-lipped and don't reveal the matter of the Sons of Heaven in his hands. Chen Zhang's current soul gift is clear-eyed. The heavenly clan mother said before that everyone can only have one soul gift. If he can get the two-soul gift of the Son of Heaven, it will really go to heaven. What? So don't fight too hard in the battle tomorrow. Anyway, if you lose, there is a way to survive. Hua Gangyan exhorted. You have the heaven-defying thing in your hand. You will definitely be able to fly in the future. Chen Shang didn't dare to release the Son of the Heavens now, for fear of being perceived here by the Hall of Heaven. In short, no one knows that the Sons of the Heavens are in his hands, hidden in the mirror of the 6 gods, and it is difficult for the outside world to perceive them. Chen Shang did not leave the secret room, but instead called Long Shui and Bai Yuyu to keep them outside. Because he wants Sister Xiaojing to carefully explore the soul of the gods of the heavens, and torture the gods of the heavens. Sister Xiaojing will do it right away. This straw bag, Saint Son of the Heavens, soon recruited everything. I have a dual soul gift, but my soul gift has not yet been awakened, and I am now in a deep sleep state. I have not recognized the Lord. They do not help me awaken, they are just studying how to transfer my soul gift. Quote. I'm very poor, let me go. You guys have beaten me enough in this period of time. Then I don't want any ***** souls, you guys think of a way to take it away. After the heavenly sons finished speaking, he was dizzy by Sister Xiaojing, and then sealed again. It turned out to be like this, no wonder this guy is so good. He doesn't know how to use soul fu himself. Chen Shang suddenly felt that the Hall of Heavens was too careless, and he actually let the saints of the heavens wander around like this. In fact, the Hall of the Heavens is not careless, after all, they have sent several Saint King realm to protect the saints of the heavens. In addition, the matter about the Son of Heaven possessing a soul gift is very top secret. After confirming the dual soul fu, Chen Shang immediately contacted Hua Gangyan and said, Boss Hua, you can hide a little bit during this time. I just tortured that guy. I'm sure he has the dual soul fu, but he hasn't awakened yet. Huh, Hua Gang said. The halls of heaven are about to split this time. They must be thinking of a way to transfer those souls. Well, so you hide yourself a little better. You few of the Saint King realm protection is not effective, they will punish you. Chen Shang said. They still need the Saint King realm now, so I will save your lives for the time being until they finish processing. You will be held accountable for the Dakun sect. Don't say anything, I'll run away right away. Boss Shen, let's get in touch again. Hua Gang said decisively to run away, he was very afraid of death. The more Chen Shang thought about it, the more excited he became. If he could really get the dual soul poem, his strength would definitely rise to a higher level. He was also very curious as to what the two souls of the unawakened Son of Heaven were. He doesn't dare to try indiscriminately now, for fear of losing it. Besides, the people in the halls of heaven are in Dakun sect. It would be very troublesome if they took out their souls and felt them. Other saint children and saints, I wonder if there are soul gifts. For example, the godless saints. Chen Zhang's eyes suddenly lit up. The Wushan temple and the halls of heaven are of the same level. The selected saint son and saint daughter are certainly not purely talented in cultivation, and they may also have soul gifts. I have to talk to Junjun, let her not be too heavy at the time, and don't destroy the other person's soul. Chen Shang knows too little about soul fu, and wants to get in touch and increase understanding. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4238, Long Meow Meow. Chen Shang immediately opened the door and let Long Shui and Bai Junjun in. After they came in, they could feel that Chen Shang became stronger. Brother Shen, how do I think you have become a lot stronger? Is this my illusion? Have you eaten something that can temporarily improve your cultivation level? Bai Junjun said worriedly, this might affect you. It hurts. Moreover, although you have become stronger, you may not be able to beat the Holy Sovereign Realm. What are you afraid of? It won't get in the way. Chen Shang waved his hand and smiled quickly. You should know me well, I won't risk doing that kind of thing. In fact, if there is really an elixir that can temporarily improve the cultivation base by a large amount, Chen Shang will definitely take it without hesitation. Brother Shen, have you been in retreat these days? Have you quietly fried meat in it? Long Shui saw the Aoshi Shenlu placed on the ground, and then a picture of Chen Shang fried pork immediately popped up in his mind. She quickly thought of Chen Zhang's recent past few days, quietly hiding in the secret room, eating and drinking. Thinking about it, she felt that she was losing a lot. How is it possible? I've been making alchemy. Chen Shang squeezed Long Shui's face and smiled. Little greedy dragon, be more sober. This thing is originally a pill furnace, not a stove for cooking vegetables. I can't always associate your cooking style with your alchemy way. You should be a cook in any way you think, and you should be the kind of wizardry. Long Shui wanted to fool Chen Shang to be a good cook, and just cook quietly. I'm not talking to you. Chen Shang waved his hand and looked at Bai Junjun and said, Junjun, I don't know if you will face the heavenless saint by then. Ah, Brother Shen, are you worried that I won't be able to beat her? Bai Junjun said with a frown, are you not confident in me? Of course not. I have too much confidence in you, and I am worried that you will wipe her out as soon as you act. Chen Shang smiled. If you don't kill her, do you keep it for the festival? Bai Junjun thought for a while, but she didn't understand what Chen Shang meant. She just guessed that Chen Shang didn't want the heavenless saint to die. I need her soul, the more complete the better. Chen Shang said. But, it's hard to get her soul in public. That's not a problem, I can also use spiritism. Bai Junjun smiled. Big Brother Shen, I will definitely help you catch that slut's soul, and then tortured it. It really can't make her die too cheap. Quote. Is your soul gathering technique reliable? Chen Shang said worriedly. Seriously, that woman's soul may be very important, maybe there is a soul poem in it. Ah, Long Shui rolled her eyes and said, the sons of the heavens have soul gifts, and the saints without heavens have them too. It is very likely that it is a very precious thing. It is indeed far more important than the fate of the Wushan saint. Bai Junjun also immediately realized that the soul of the Wushan saint is very important. Facing this kind of big right and wrong, Bai Junjun was still very calm. Brother Shen, just arrange you to fight against the heavenless saint. But I'm afraid you can't beat her. Bai Junjun said. Junjun, how come you have no confidence in me? What can your brother Shen do, can you not understand? Chen Shang smiled. Brother Shen, what can you do? I admit that you are better than me in cooking, alchemy is better than me, and detoxification is better than me, but you can't beat me in fights. Long Shui looked at Chen Shang suspiciously. Said, don't be broken, or you won't be able to cook, fight or something, let us. Sister Shui, Brother Shen wants to obtain the soul of that slut. We don't have that clever technique. Bai Junjun sighed lightly, but it is indeed dangerous to let Brother Shen come in person. Little greedy dragon, Xiao Junjun, what kind of strength do you think I need to beat the heavenless saints of Saint Sovereign Realm? Chen Shang intends to show his hands, lest the two bodyguards think he is too dishonest. I believe you, Bai Junjun said with a smile. Brother Shen, it doesn't matter if you can't beat it. As long as we can win 3 games first, we can win a big victory, right? I and Junjun have won 2 games, but Rune Academy and Shungdan Academy can't find a third one that can win safely. Long Shui said. Sister Shui, do you know how to make a clone? Bai Junjun smiled and said, I will. My clone is enough to defeat a holy monarch. Oh, I have forgotten the clone technique. Of course I will, but I am the proud dragon emperor, how could I not? Long Shui smiled and said, Xiao Junjun, in this case, we are equivalent to 4 people, it's okay to win 4 games. Chen Shang was very upset that these 2 little girls didn't even give him a chance to show his hands. Okay, that's it. Chen Shang sighed helplessly. I can't beat you, let's get your clone again. Sister Shui, my avatar should be able to fit your avatar and it will definitely be invincible by then. I can win 3 games. Bai Junjun smiled and said, come on, let's release the avatar to fit now. Come on, let's fit together. Long Shui was also very excited and smiled. By the way, before we fit together, we have to make a big name. Chen Shang looked at the sky speechlessly, and Long Shui named it. It was definitely a very tormenting process. Sister Shui, the awesome characters don't have names, or have ordinary names. When you shoot like this, you can be amazing. Chen Shang said. Long Shui's little brain, who was conceiving a strange name, was immediately interrupted by Chen Shang, and she suddenly felt a little reasonable. That's okay, just call it a very delicious name. Long Shui thought for a while, and said, just call Long Meow Meow. Although Junjun is a white tiger, she can become a kitten. I think it's pretty good. After our clone fits, we'll call Long Meow Meow. Bai Junjun clapped her hands and cheered, Sister Shui, come on, I can't wait to fit with you. These words, Chen Shang heard a strange feeling. Both Long Shui and Bai Junjun immediately used the clone technique, and both released a clone, which was exactly the same as themselves. Let me lead the fit, my Beilong clan has a method of fit. Long Shui smiled and said, Junjun, sister is here. Long Shui's avatar flew over with a giggle, and hugged Bai Junjun's avatar tightly. With her movement, a white light appeared on their bodies. The two groups of white light grew bigger and bigger, and then gradually merged into one. After the light disappeared, there appeared a tall, sweet-looking woman, but her eyes and expression were quite cold. Her features were characteristic of Long Shui and Bai Junjun. She is taller than Long Shui and Bai Junjun, especially those beautiful long legs that make Chen Shang startled. Ahahaha, I succeeded, the first time I succeeded, and it fits perfectly. From now on, I am Long Meow Meow. Long Meow Meow laughed. Chen Shang was also surprised that the avatars of Long Shui and Bai Junjun were so perfectly integrated, even their thoughts seemed to be synchronized. Then, Long Shui and Bai Junjun squeezed their avatars after they fit together. They were checking Long Meow Meow's body, and Chen Shang felt a little envious. World-Defying Dan God Chapter 4239, Heavenless Saint. It's great, much better than we expected. Brother Shen, come over and pinch our clone. Bai Junjun smiled. Chen Shang also walked over, squeezing a few handfuls of that pleasant and glamorous face, which felt really good. Brother Shen, when you cook for us in the future, you must remember Long Meow Meow. If I make a clone and eat it, isn't it okay to have two? I'm such a genius. Ha ha ha. Long Shui didn't mind. Lungless laughed, it seemed to open the door to a new world. Junjun, it's better that you lead the dragon and meow. After Chen Shang finished speaking, he felt that the sentence just now was unnecessary. Because Bai Junjun is also a big foodie, she and Long Shui are so synchronized now that she will definitely be more affected by Long Shui. Brother Shen, we haven't tried what it feels like to let Long Meow eat something. Bai Junjun laughed and said, hurry up and let us try to see what it feels like. You can hone Long Meow and make us right. Long Meow Meow has better control. Junjun, you have gone bad. It's this little greedy dragon who brought me to Junjun. Chen Shang could only pinch Long Shui's waist to express his dissatisfaction. Brother Shen, hurry up and get something to eat. It's not, fry it now. We want to eat the freshest. We need to make up the one that consumes a lot of time to make a clone. Besides, we have not eaten it for several days. Now, Long Shui couldn't wait. Chen Shang could only take out a wok, and anyway, he put out the ingredients and started cooking. That is to say, Chen Shang was the cook for them because of the dragon and tiger double darts. He quickly cooked a table of good dishes. Long Shui and Bai Junjun did not eat them immediately, but let Long Meow Meow eat them first. They sat around and watched the dragon eat, and then looked happy. Xiao Junjun, do you feel it? This feeling is great. I didn't expect the clone to eat delicious food. We also have such wonderful feedback. Why haven't we tried it before? Long Shui's deity is also streaming drool. In the past, the avatar didn't feel much about eating food. Bai Junjun smiled. Brother Shen must have made such delicious dishes to have such a wonderful experience. She was right, Chen Zhang's cooking was not random, he did add a lot of holy soul pills. After all, the dragon and tiger double darts are made stronger by eating, drinking and sleeping. When he is cooking, he naturally has to add things that can make them stronger. Xiao Junjun, let's start too. Long Shui smiled, and then immediately moved the chopsticks with Bai Junjun, and started to eat. It's great, double happiness. Long Shui exclaimed with a smile while eating. Yes, don't take Long Meow Meow back, let Meow Meow stay out. Also a big foodie, Bai Junjun's food appearance is much better, maintaining a somewhat reserved and ladylike manner. That's for sure, Long Meow Meow has to eat more to become stronger. Long Shui's mouth is full of oil, and her small mouth is stuffed like a hamster, which is also quite cute. They intend to keep Long Meow Meow in a fit state all the time, and Chen Shang didn't say anything. After all, Long Meow Meow's strength is not weak, and keeping it in this state can also improve cultivation. Of course, Chen Shang wanted to have more powerful bodyguards around him. At best, he would work a little bit and earn more DZI to raise her. After drinking and eating, Long Shuiyi and Bai Junjun started to fall asleep, and Long Meow Meow also fell asleep. Chen Shang yawned. It was not long before dawn began to fight, he just closed his eyes and rested. When the day was about to dawn, Chen Shang woke up to clean himself up. He put on a black, soft leather suit that was relatively close-fitting, and then washed his face clean. Although his face is slightly dark, but because he is so handsome, he looks like a pink and tender young boy, with a little white face. After Long Shuiyi and Bai Junjun woke up, they also went to wash and dress up. They both put on white soft armor and special masks. Long Meow Meow also wears the same costumes as them. After all, they are their clones. The three of them actually look like the three sisters. Bai Junjun was worried that she would be recognized by the Wuxian saint, so she asked Long Shuiyi to use the technique of change to change her appearance. Chen Shang felt that Bai Junjun shouldn't have to play. He, Long Shuiyi, and Long Meow Meow could win 3 battles. Chen Shang took their 3 daughters to find Duhai. He sent a message to Duhai last night and asked him to prepare an identity token for Long Meow Meow. Duhai was shocked by the appearance of Long Meow Meow. He really did not expect that Long Meow Meow was actually a fusion of Long Shuiyi and Bai Junjun, and his strength was still so strong. In this way, their Holy Pill Academy and Rune Academy can win 3 games steadily. At dawn, Chen Shang and Bai Junjun and the others followed Duhai and Wang Tianwen to the central square of Dakan Gate. Along the way, after everyone saw Chen Shang, they all stared at him closely. Chen Shang was a disciple of the Zijin Jade Order from the Rune Academy and the Holy Pill Academy. Both the alchemy and rune techniques were extremely good, even comparable to some older generations. This is well known. For this kind of genius, everyone is envious, some are jealous, and some are scornful, thinking that Chen Shang is just a lucky source. Chen Shang had contacted Hua Genyan before, and learned that he had hidden away from Dakan Gate. It seemed that he was really scared. When arriving at Dakuman Square, Chen Shang and Duhai stood at the forefront, and they could directly see Kei Chodong and Fu Yuya. Fu Yuanyuan and Kei Yumeng also came. They all know that Kei Chodong and Fu Yuya are extremely mean. During this time, Kei Chodong and Fu Yuya have often spoken ill of Chen Shang, and also said that Chen Shang and Fu Yuanyuan and Kei Yumeng has an unclear relationship. Regardless of Fu Yuya or Kei Chodong, their looks are first class, but in front of the Wuxian saint, they both look eclipsed. The Wuxian saint is wearing a blue dress, beautiful and glamorous, and a pair of cold eyes is full of power, quite a kind of saint's power, which makes people afraid to profanity. She also noticed Chen Shang, but she also just glanced at Chen Shang, and then shifted her gaze. She didn't put Chen Shang, the genius of pill and charm, in her eyes, as if Chen Shang was humble dust. Chen Shang looked at this heavenless saint with heart and eyes, and directly frightened him. He didn't expect that a woman with such an excellent appearance would actually be such an evil and vicious person. The heavenless saint didn't notice that Bai Junjun was here. She had also scanned Bai Junjun and Long Shuiyi just now, but she didn't take it seriously. President Shengdan, don't be unharmed. The one who was speaking was an old woman who was the punishment elder. She sneered a few times and said, "You have found a holy monarch who can fight in these 5 days. Now, which ones, let us see. Do you like this site? Donate here." World Defying Dan God Chapter 4240, Meow Style. Both the War Court and the Penalty Court knew about the Holy Pill Court and the Rune Court, and knew that there was no Saint King realm that the Pill Fu Double Court could fight. If you can't eat pill, talisman, or weapon during battle, then the people in the Pill Talisman Double Courtyard are like birds with broken wings, letting them kill. And the War Court and the Penalty Court itself have many genius Saint Monarch realms, coupled with the secret assistance of the Heavenly Palace and Wuxian Divine Palace. These 2 great forces are dispatched to fight in the outstanding Saint Monarch realm. The Holy Monarch realm they sent can be said to be the strongest and topmost in the sanctuary. So no matter what kind of disciple Dan Fu Shuangyuan finds, the final result is a 3-game losing streak. Of course, these are both the War Court and the Penal Court, and most people think it is nothing more. There are only 4 of us who can play, Duhai said, then looked at Chen Shang and Long Shuiyi. 4, you are too confident, really think you need to play the 4th game? The penalty elder sneered loudly. According to the agreed gambling rules, the first to win the 3 battles is the winner. In the eyes of everyone, the Danfu Shuangyuan will definitely lose 3 straight, there is no need to play the third game. At this time, the elder of the War Academy also followed with a mocking laugh, maybe they just conceded after only 1 game. Fu Yuya said, "Elder punishment, let me play." They decided to let Chen Shang play. This guy's cultivation base is very low, I can handle it. She wanted to prove herself, after all, she was the chief master sister of the War College. Ever since Chen Shang became a disciple of Zijin Yuling in the Danfu Shuangyuan, the limelight has overshadowed her. Even if the Danfu Double Academy is gone, Fu Yuya still has to prove herself. Yuya, we have to listen to our arrangements for this matter. The punishment elder said solemnly, showing that she is also obedient to the Heavens Hall and Wushan Temple. Otherwise, if something goes wrong, neither the penalty elders nor the war elders can afford it, and they will definitely be avenged by the Heavenly Hall and Wushan Temple. Besides, the Holy Sovereign Realm sent by the Heavenly Palace and Wushan Divine Palace is definitely stronger than Fu Yuya, and it is guaranteed to win. Therefore, the elders of the penalty and the war court would never let Fu Yuya go to war unless they were brainstormed. For Chen Shang and the others, no matter who the other party sends, they can guarantee a steady win. Long Shuiyi, Bai Junjun and Long Miao Miao, the 3 of them are wearing masks and can't see her appearance, but her figure and posture are beautiful. Just seeing her graceful figure is very impressive. Feeling beautiful. Check the cultivation base, said the elder of the War College, and then took out a detection device. Not only did the elders of the War Academy have testing instruments in their hands, they also have them in the hands of the elders of the penalty, but it also seems to be very simple. It should be given by the Halls of Heaven and the Temple of Wushan. Chen Shang suspected that the Halls of Heaven and the Temple of Wushan both supported the War Court and the Penalty Court respectively. Du Hai and Wang Tianwen also brought out testing equipment. Which of you is the first to go to war? Whoever will come to test the cultivation base, said the elder of the War College. Long Miao Miao first, Chen Shang whispered. Long Shuiyi and Bai Junjun looked at each other, then nodded, so they worked together to control Long Miao Miao and walk over. Chen Shang didn't say anything. Long Miao Miao is just a clone, even if it loses, there is no problem. Long Shuiyi could easily take down the saints of the heavens before, so she must have no problem dealing with those of the Saint Monarch realm. Even if she does not change the form of a dragon, she still has strong power. Long Miao Miao used to inspect her cultivation base, but she could only detect that there were 4 elementary crystal nuclei in her Dao Yuanjing, which belong to the Saint King realm. The 4 crystal nuclei are the same size, they should be the cultivation base of the peak of the Holy Monarch realm. After testing, it was determined that Long Miao Miao belonged to the Holy Sovereign realm, but they were somewhat surprised. They didn't expect that the Danfu Shuangyuan would find a woman at the top of the Holy Sovereign realm in just a few days. All play. A handsome man walked out. He was wearing a very beautiful golden dragon robe and a dragon crown on his head. He was dressed very luxuriously. It's the son of Kanglan. Wang Tianwen snorted and said, "Isn't this person from Kanglan Dragon Gate? When did he join the War Court and the Penalty Court?" "He just joined in the past few days." The penalty elder sneered. "We accept disciples, it's up to you." Saint Kanglan's handsome face, although with a gentle smile, his eyes have a gloomy aura, especially when he looks at Chen Shang. His eyes are full of murderous intent, and he makes no secret of his killing of Chen Shang, meaning. After all, Chen Shang is too handsome. Saint Kanglan once thought he was the most handsome man in Saint Profound Star, but after seeing Chen Shang, he felt a great threat. After testing, Saint Kanglan was also the cultivation base of the peak of the Holy Sovereign Realm, and he was about to face Long Miao Miao. Chen Shang had secretly observed the Saint Sha Wushan just now, and found that she hadn't even glanced at the Saint Kanglan. It was obvious that even Saint Kanglan was not in her eyes. However, Fu Yuya and Kei Chodong looked at Shengji Kanglan's eyes as if they were looking at a lover, their eyes are full of affection and obsession. Saint Kanglan himself is very famous in Saint Profound Star, because he is the saint son of Kanglan Longmen, the overlord of Kanglan State. This must have a bright future. In addition, he is a genius originally. With his handsome face, he is naturally very popular. Loved by women of various schools of Saint Shuangxing. Fu Yuanyuan secretly despised Kei Chodong and Kei Yumeng, because Da Kun's sect was one level higher than Kanglan Dragon Gate, and he actually worshipped the son of Kanglan Dragon Gate, which was a loss of status. "Girl, why didn't you take off the mask? Isn't your face visible?" Shengji Kanglan watched the masked dragon walk towards the square and sneered on the side, In fact, I don't blame you. In front of you, you really shouldn't show up, it will only make you more inferior. Hearing this, Long Shui was very upset, and immediately asked Long Miao Miao to take off her mask in secret, and then cast a contemptuous look at Saint Kanglin with those cold eyes. Just this glance made Saint Sun Kanglin's heart beat. Yes, even the heavenless saint did not give him this feeling. After that, Long Miao Miao still had a cold look, with her head high and her chest tall, and walking gracefully towards the middle of the square. Many people at the scene were stunned. The face and temperament of the heavenless saint is indeed gorgeous, but this dragon is not under the heavenless saint in all aspects. Even Wushan Saintess felt a little uncomfortable after seeing Long Miao Miao, because everyone cast their fiery eyes on Long Miao Miao, which should belong to her. Chen Shang glanced at Long Shui, and said before that he should not be so ostentatious. Long Miao Miao said nothing. She stood on the square, looking at the son of Kanglin in front of her with both eyes, but she had a casual look. This kind of gaze that didn't look at the son of Kanglin directly made her the child as very uncomfortable. The heavenless saint also viewed Saint Kanglin's son in the same way, but he could bear it. After all, they were the heavenless saint. And the woman who appeared in front of me didn't know where she was only pretty, and she actually looked down upon his son of Kanglin so much. Is this tolerable?